And there we are. Here we are. Excellent. Hello. Hello, everyone.
Hi, all.
Welcome. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Guppy, thank you for the tier 1 subscription. Much appreciated. Hello. Hello. Welcome, Raiders from Snow's channel. I know you guys just dropped in from the most horrifying game in the universe, but now we are going to play some Dungeons and Dragons. And hopefully that game has gotten Snow into this very angsty persona.
We're fucking there.
I am. The amount of hate that I feel coming from that corner of the screen is just absolutely horrifying. Patrick, thank you for the gifted sub. All right. Everyone, welcome.
I'm in the ambiance.
Yeah, I'm getting the ambience.
I'm in the ambiance.
In the ambiance.
We're here. We are in
We're
D&D
here.
land.
We're ready.
here. We're
We're
ready.
here.
We're on a merchant thingy.
We are
Why
about to go
did
on a
yours
path.
resize, Kyle? I don't understand why yours resized. That was weird. I got everything fixed, and it was like, we're just gonna go ahead and. I'm like,
I think
okay,
my head
cool,
gets
fine,
cut
be
off,
that
so
way.
I'm just gonna lower. Nope, I can't lower my chair. Whoops.
You can always raise the camera.
Okay, we're just gonna fix it real quick. There we go, fixed, done. We're all easy peasy.
Ooh.
Welcome everybody to episode 2 of the Legend of Light campaign by yours truly, and we have all of our wonderful players here. Chat, go ahead and say hi to our myriad of miscreants.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. The message was a delight.
I hate everything.
No's already in character.
Oh,
He is very much in character, I'm sure. Going around the table, we have Xanor, our Drow Paladin. We have Amaya, our Moon Elf Rogue. We have Oberon, who is going to be our little halfling druid. And then we have Vildran Saroth, the Dragonborn Barbarian. Little princess wave.
I like watching Matt's hand do it because it's just.
You gotta top it. And then just like slightly go. Just
Oh, no.
Awesome.
Mayo, shoot,
A
Patrick.
mayo. A
Rude.
mayo.
I really should have done that, honestly. Perfect.
I'll go ahead and make this a little bit smaller so I can read it and I can still see everybody. All right. Awesome. So a few things before we start. Yes, the channel has gone through a quick rebranding. It took me long, arduous hours to think of a wonderful name with the help of several of my friends. With the lovely Emily being one of them, and my other friend Matt for their half of it, the other half of it. So we are now the Rain City Realms, where we'll be doing a lot of tabletop gaming, everything from Dungeons and Dragons to homebrew RPGs to a million other things. Yes.
Can we just appreciate the little logo has the little space needle and the Seattle skyline? It's so cute.
I made
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
love
because we're all
it.
from Seattle.
The
Yeah.
important people are from Seattle.
Oh,
I mean, the majority of us are from Seattle.
No, that could be fixed. You just got to get your ass over here.
Yeah, you just
What
gotta
is-
move.
fair
It's
point.
just, it's just a plane flight, whatever, dude. It's fine. Come on. So as most everybody knows, we are local to the Washington area, specifically the Pacific Northwest and Seattle and that wonderful vicinity. So most of us are from here, along with many of my other friends who are going to be showing up on this channel as well as we branch out and play a myriad of other tabletop games. I've got everything from... Oh yeah, here we go. We're going to the bookshelf now. I'm grabbing some books. It's gonna get rough. Oh. I need to go deeper. Oh, there we go. All right. We got everything from Exalted, which is like if you mixed Final Fantasy and Dungeons and Dragons and Kung Fu Panda and then mashed all together into one super awesome, crazy game. That's kind of what this is. It's one of my favorite games to run. In fact, my longest campaign was like 3.5 years, and Jace was actually a part of it.
Holy titties.
Yep. It was a wild ride. Next up, I have the World of Darkness and Vampire the Masquerade, something that's very familiar to a lot of people that are into role-playing games as well as stuff and the like. I also have like Alien the role-playing game and a million others. That bookshelf is just chock full. Yeah.
Better be part of one of these.
Maybe more, yeah.
Maybe more?
Maybe more. I've already reached out to a couple other people for like other small campaigns that I've done that are going to be D&D related. And I want to get their bearings first before I actually like make any kind of crazy announcements or anything like that. I have a lot of different campaigns that are set up and ready to go. Not just the Legend of Light campaign, but 1.5 million others that are going to be fun and exciting, with crazy ideas, and I'm here to mess your days up. Yeah, but that's kind of the gist of it. Is I went through a whole rebranding. I decided like, hey, as much as I like playing video games and stuff like that, I have more fun playing with my friends, and I have more fun playing on your guys' streams, as you guys are more the variety streamers. But this is something that I wanted to move over to something that's a little bit more branded towards what I really want to do, which is storytell and run these games and have fun and use this channel for all the different kind of tabletop gaming. So that's what it's here for, and that's what I'm here for, and I'm here to have fun and teach new players how to play this game and have experienced players suffer at my wrath.
Bring it on.
Yeah, so there we go. I like that. So another thing that we'll do, we actually won't be able to respond to chat during the stream. However, if you want to leave a message for us, go ahead and use the highlight redeem, and we'll read it during our halfway break time. Or if it misses the halfway break time, we'll read it at the end of the stream. So anything important that you want to say to us, anything you want to call out, any comments you want to make, feel free to highlight them, and we'll go ahead and read them off. And yeah. And then finally, just please be patient with us. We've got a lot of newer people here with newer or inexperienced players, and there might be some questioning of dull rules, in which case just please be patient. Now we do a little bit of look up of the rules and stuff like that, and even now there are some things in D&D that I go, huh? And I have to go look up the ruling for, as I've gone through like 6 different iterations of Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, that's about it. So chat, awesome. Welcome in. Ready to tell some stories and have some fun with all of our players and all you raiders coming over from. Yeah, it should just be called OnlyFuns.
Oh no! Who said that? Tiger!
Yes,
Oh no, Tiger. Oh god.
Oh my goodness. Yep, there we go. I said it.
Yeah.
I ruined it for everybody. Jail.
Million years dungeon.
Immediate dungeon. The stage of this castle is in an acceptable condition.
Oh man. I live for that.
Yeah. Love me
Live
some
for
lemon
it.
grab. Love me some lemon grab.
Love it. Yep.
Okay.
Adventure Time is my shit.
Lemon grab is my shit because he's concerned about everything, and that's me.
Yeah.
All right. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and begin where we last left our friends off. They had begun their trek across the coastal plains with the merchant. And you guys didn't ask his name because you guys are a bunch of assholes. You don't.
Yep,
ask
we're fucking
names.
dicks.
Yeah, bunch of just.
Also, we don't know what we're doing. So.
Yes, we have no idea.
What do you mean? His name's Friend.
Friend. The caravan merchant Edgar Letton. He is actually he has a name. Oh my god, he's got a name.
He's got a name.
Wait, can you repeat that?
Edgar Letton, and I already added that in there.
Oh shoot, let me pull up Snow's cheat sheet. Hold on.
It's okay. I beat Snow to it. It's already
Oh.
there. Oh.
Oh no, I have it separated out by session.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So everything is now going into a different.
Oh, okay. All right. I see there. I'll let you do your thing. But the name's there. Don't worry. They began their trek across the coastal plains toward Sharpton. The trip is quiet and provides a wonderful view from atop towering cliffs that overlook the great ocean. In the far distance, shrouded by fog, you can make out the distant smudge of land. So far away that, you can see a span of great ocean, and then you just see a smudge of land off in the distance. It approximately takes about a week's travel by caravan or horse to arrive at Sharpton. So from here, you have about a in-game week downtime to kind of relax, chill out, and get more into the depth of your characters. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up right now for some downtime. Here you can interact with NPCs, other members of the caravan. You can interact with each other. You can just be the loner and kind of hang out and relax and sleep and do nothing, if that's your MO. So yeah, we'll go ahead and open up the floor to that.
Before we get too far into it,
Yeah.
I'm having trouble pulling up my sheet.
Oh,
To see, I can see my character sheet, but I can't see like my
You
background or
double-check
what I'm
that
holding or
you're-
anything like that.
Did you drop?
Oh.
You might have to relog in.
Okay, I'm gonna try and do that real fast here.
look, I got it all pulled up. We're good.
Journey begins.
Come on, you can do. No. Come on. Come on. Come on. It hates me.
Is D&D Beyond just giving you a hard time?
Well, I don't know if it's because it is. You fucking piece of shit. I was trying to half and half my screen. I guess I cannot. That's fine. That's fine.
Uh-oh.
I'll survive.
The troublemaker's here. I'm scared.
Uh-oh. Kick her out now. Okay, so we're in downtime. Sorry.
Do I have to remove you?
Yell at her.
Yell
She's
at her?
short bottle ready. Yeah.
Will we have multiple like days in game that will be kind of spaced out, or like stated that each time is like a new day?
Oh,
Or is it
absolutely.
just
If
kind
you
of-
if you want, I can do that. Also, I can just hit the skip scene.
Yeah.
Skip cutscene, hit the escape button or space bar or whatever it is. Hold
Mhm.
X. I don't know.
You can go through all the options you possibly can.
Up, down,
Okay.
up, down, left, right, left, right.
Right bumper.
A, B,
Left bumper.
start, select.
Sorry about I hate everything about this right now. Okay, so we're just chilling in the caravan.
Yep. So as you're going along, you can feel the bump of the caravan as it travels across the road. Everything's kind of a little bit misty, being that this close to the coast and this close to the water. You can probably see about 30 feet off. Is just, and then it just drops on your left side as you guys are heading down the road. And it drops, 70 feet down, and then beneath you can hear the crashing waves.
I turn to Oberon and I go, so I know we've spent, I have no idea how many months together now. 4, 5?
4 months.
Five.
But I don't think I've asked like where you're from.
I'm from a village that's actually in the woods, and we tend to the land around us, and it's from the west, far west.
You're in the West. Is there a name?
We're kind of nomadic people, so we kind of just travel around. I'm from the Synclium.
That's very nice. What do you grow there?
Mostly herbs and do a lot of mushrooms and stuff like that. And they just tend to the land as it comes. We don't really plant things per se. We kind of just tend to what is there.
What do you do for fun there?
Climb trees and play with the animals and just
That's
kind
really
of
nice.
be one. No, the woods is the best place.
What's your favorite animal?
Badgers. I love badgers.
I do
That-
too. They taste weird, but they're good.
You
You
eat badgers?
badgers.
What do you? No,
Don't
badgers
you?
are our friends. No.
I mean, I don't eat badgers, but I'm, I don't think I could catch one and survive.
They're fun.
There's-
When you corner them, they fight back. It's entertaining.
Yeah, no, that makes sense for you, Vildran. I'm a little afraid of you right now. Matt, any other like specialties that come from where you live?
I mean, like I said, I find a bunch of herbs and different things, and I've taught myself how to make potions and different poisons and things.
That's really cool. You got one on you right now?
It's
Oh.
right here.
What is it?
That's for me to know and for you to find out one day.
Should I drink this now?
No.
Oh, okay.
Don't
Okay.
do it.
I won't
Try.
do it.
Don't do it.
I'm just gonna go
No,
back
you
into the
don't do
merchant. I'm kind of gonna, or the caravan, and just kind of like be a little bit afraid of Matt and his potions for now.
Oberon.
Oh, Oberon, sorry. Thank you. I'm fearing you, Oberon,
Why are you fearing?
because I don't know what's in your potion.
Yeah. Well, this is going on. Vildran decides to kind of like stretch his legs, so he's walking next to the carriage.
As I see Vildran step out of the carriage, I remove myself from my place directly next to Amaya, and I sit next to Oberon, and I go over to him, and I say, I noticed that that night before we left on this caravan ride, you seemed to have woken in the start and couldn't really fall back asleep. Did the nightmares haunt you regularly? And like as I'm saying this, you can see kind of like a gleam in my eye as my deity, what's his name?
Drathana.
Yeah, Drathana. Like I hear her like whispers in my ears, like, yes, hear of his suffering, hear of his pain.
You really want to know what I was terrified of in the middle of the night?
Oh yes, more than anything.
I had a vision of the four of us in a cave. We were trying to get out. One by one, our torches were extinguished. Last thing I remember and woke up to was my flame going out.
I'm listening in, just like kind of twiddling my thumbs, but looking wildly startled as I look towards the ground.
And I don't know
You
about
never
you, but
have
we
to
haven't
worry
been in a
about
cave
your
together.
flame going out, Oberon. I breathe fire after all,
Then why'd yours go out as well?
because I don't need it. I am the fire.
I'm just like looking over, kind of like a tear in my eye, because that was really cute. And I'm like, oh, big giant lizard man.
Yes, yeah, big giant lizard man.
I turned to Xanor. I'm like, can you interpret this nightmare?
Oh,
Is that one of
absolutely
yours?
fucking not. That
Oh,
was
okay.
weird as shit. And I stand back up and I'm like, thank you for sharing this moment of your grief. It strengthens me. And I sit back down next to Amaya.
So I look at Xanor and Amaya and I just asked, so how'd you two meet up? A moon elf and a dark elf? When did that happen?
I just turn to Amaya.
Well, I traveled to the Underdark after everything happened with the elves leaving the realm, because I thought I was the only one left, and I was seeking vengeance, and I ended up looking around and finding Xanor in his castle alone, and then I stayed down there for about 50 years.
50 years in the Underdark.
Yeah, I spent 50 years in the Underdark. Do you have any more
That's crazy.
questions about this?
What was it like?
Why
down
did you
there?
stay down there for so long?
That's a great question.
There wasn't really any call to bring us up from the darkness.
I didn't think there were any other elves, so I just kind of hung out with the only elf I had found in 150 years.
Well, how could you know if there were any more elves if you stayed down there for 50 years? Could
I
have been others.
actually have a necklace that tells me when my faction of elves is coming back or is reaching power, and it hadn't lit until about 50 years after I had gone into the Underdark. And then that's why we left.
Wasn't it boring down there? Nothing to do. Just stuck in the dark.
It wasn't boring. I had Xanor for company, and I can wander around. I can see pretty well in the dark. Xanor can see even better. So it wasn't too dark for me. And I got to roam this giant castle that's kind of shitty, but it was at least entertaining, and I at least felt a semblance of home.
You can try maintaining a castle on your own for 200 years.
Listen, I would have done a better job, but it's fine. It's Pat.
Never kept a
Oh,
castle
castle.
before. I've taken them with my clan in the past, but never stayed in them. Too cramped.
A castle is too cramped for you?
Yes. Being trapped indoors, it's boring.
Where's your preferred place to stay?
Here, in the open.
Well, where are you from?
The west. Or was it the east? I can never remember.
The East.
Chris.
Who said that?
God? Jesus?
So you said you were sent here by the king.
I was.
Dragon. Why would a king send you?
The dragon, ancient as he is, has knowledge that I seek to find a group of individuals. They need to pay for their crimes.
What do they do? It's that bad that the king is sending them.
They killed my clan,
Your entire
my
clan?
family, my
That'll
mother,
do it.
my father, my sisters, my brothers. All slain because we share a color with that dragon.
How did you escape?
I didn't escape. I stayed as long as I could.
How did you survive?
I fought. I tore them to shreds. I ate their hearts. I will find the remainder of them, and I'll show them pain.
Don't do this to me.
Yes.
Don't do this to me.
Yes, show
Freedom.
them pain.
So how many dragons are out there still?
My kind?
Yeah, the golden dragons that we're looking for.
As far as I know, it's just me. There are none left of my lineage.
Are you searching for others?
I will search for others after I tear the fucking souls out of the ones that did this.
I am both equally
Yes.
horrified and amazed at his resilience. So I just kind of like stare in awe. Can I ask the merchant a question?
Yeah.
After all of us are talking, I look towards the merchant and I go, "What was his name again? Oh my god."
Edgar.
Edgar. Where are you from?
Well, originally, my family comes from Goliad. It's a city to the north and back east, across the water. When the pilgrim towns became settled, they decided to make their fortunes out here. And so we took a boat all the way out here and landed. My family happens to live further north in north and east in one of the towns. Let's see here. What was it again? They live in Dewsbury. It's a second largest pilgrim town at the edge of a vast swamp.
Are you trying to return to them?
Nope. I'm just making my way in this world with my trade, which is just trading. I'm actually planning on heading south after we hit Malton.
So the swamp you're speaking of, how did it come to be? Did it?
That swamp was here well before we ever came, so unsure of how that swamp came to be. Natural, I guess. I just know that people that try to trek through it, it's the way the land is laid out, from my knowledge and from the old maps that I've seen, is it just goes Dewsbury swamp, desert, Goliad. So it's moving. It'd be traveling through a lot of unsavory land in order to get to the next habitable place.
Do you normally hire protection on your journeys?
Normally, no. Normally the guild usually provides a couple guards. However, I wanted to get an early start, and the guards that I was looking for had a few days of laid off time. So you guys happen
What
along at a
guild?
very good time. Yeah, we have a merchants guild. Deals with all the trade between the pilgrim towns, Zide and Santalia, which is the most southern city.
Try not to be suspicious of this guy. Should I be suspicious of this guy?
I don't know. You can go ahead and give me a roll or something along those lines, like maybe an insight check.
Okay. I got a 7. Oh. Chris,
Oh.
what is happening?
A lot is happening. She is king of mountain.
Can she just be a character now?
She is a character.
She is glorious and ready for battle.
She's asserting her
Oh, the
dominance.
stream. Oh my god.
Yep.
I am obsessed.
Can I help
New
you?
Dungeon Master.
Can
Just
I
looks
help
at
you with
him.
something? Do you need something from me?
She's posing.
Yeah.
Is that comfortable for you?
Wags her tail.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my life right there.
Can't help it, I'm sorry.
Why I get quiet when we're playing Warzone? That I'm yelling
Yeah.
at it.
No, it makes sense. That tracks now.
Little trap.
Awesome. Well, you rolled a 7, so I'm gonna go ahead and
I know.
continue until she gets off. So you rolled a 7. So
I guess I know nothing.
from what you infer from him, he doesn't seem to be telling any kind of lie or anything like that. He's just, you asked him a question and he answered it.
What sort of unsavory characters have you ran into on your travels?
Well, there was one time when I got ambushed by quite a few bandits. Thankfully, at that time, the guild had the guard with we fought them off and managed to escape by the skin of our teeth. We saved the majority of the caravan, but quite a few things got destroyed in the process.
How often? Just once has this happened? How many times have you made this journey?
It happens every once in a while. The further north you get, the more unruly things get. And then, of course, once you leave for the south, there's no policing going south.
There's no policing going south.
It's just such a long trek of road, and it's the only path that leads down to Santalia, with only like 1 or 2 stops in between, and nothing that would actually provide any safety or protection.
So it's riskier to go south.
Absolutely, but the payout's bigger, you know. Santalia is one of the largest cities on the continent, so going there.
Surprisingly that there's no police force.
Well, when you've got, 1,500-mile stretch, it's kind of hard to police all of it with people.
Bigger than Delaware?
Yeah, by quite a sizable amount. Yeah, I'm gonna solve a problem in just a second. Are you gonna get down? Do you need help?
I love her.
Yeah, you need help? Can you tell everyone what you're doing? Do you need help? Are you stuck? Yeah? Okay.
Just kidding, don't push her.
I'm not gonna...
Aww.
No, Dad, no! Alright.
No, Dad.
Excellent. No, Dad, no! Please stop. Okay. She is perfect. I love her. I will fight her, though. Okay. Well,
Maya, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Why do you look so distrusting in everyone you meet?
Well, I've been trained all my life. Just in the art of being sneaky and silent, because I am a rogue. So I automatically assume that everyone is hiding something, from what I have seen watching people.
But there's good in everyone.
I'm sure
Unless
there is.
they don't openly show it. It's good to assume that they're friends. Or friendly at least.
It's just so cute. I'm having trouble with the response.
You see Zainor just look at him very skeptically, like, the fuck? Absolutely not. Not saying anything out loud,
my
but just like
angst
that.
says
That's the impression.
otherwise.
I just smile at him like, you seem like good people at least.
For now.
For now.
I like to see, or I wish to see the goodness in most people. I've seen the evil in people's eyes before.
You think there's
Most
good in
people-
everyone?
Everyone has it.
I don't know if I agree with you. I have seen violence as well.
And
What
as
sort
have
of
I.
violence?
I'm sorry, what was that, Oberon?
What sort of violence?
The wars. Other elves murdering other elves. Other elves killing my family.
I see.
But when they did it, was there hate in their eyes?
There's
Or were
always
they
hate
told
in
to?
people's eyes. They were not told to. They did this of their own volition.
So they did it for enjoyment. To
They did it
slaughter innocents.
for what
As
they
a sport.
saw was a greater good.
Which is a means to an end. It does not necessarily mean those people are bad.
My mind has not changed.
And nor
good
do
to
I
be
wish to
very-
change it. I just wish to see your views. I always see you with a very suspicious look when you look at anyone.
Good
I
to
am
trust, but it's
suspicious
also
of
good to be
everyone.
weary.
My
Especially
family.
you, Xanor. You seem not trusting of others as much as Amaya.
Even less so.
And why is that?
Xehanort just kind of, I just like I'd lean forward on the seat in the caravan, and he asked me this, and I just kind of settled back down in and like draw the hood of my cloak lower.
Darkness imprisoning me, all that I see.
I just turn back to Vildran and I go, sometimes it's best not to ask him those questions. He has not even told me.
I just don't understand. There's so much joy in this world.
What do you find joy in, Vildran?
Oh, everything. This day. The ground I get to step on and walk. Family.
The children you were playing out in the street with?
Yes. New friends. There's joy in everything. There's goodness in people that brings out that joy. I don't understand why people wish to destroy that joy.
I suppose I don't either, Vildran. Oberon, what's your views on this?
Everyone has free will to do what they must or do what they like. But you have to have some kind of trust in people, but you can't ever let them get the best of you if they want to. So being weary is good, but also trusting is great.
That sounds very conflicting.
It is. Like I said, I've gotten a little mad over the years. But it makes sense to me.
Are your family still around? Is your family still around? Plural?
Yeah, my family's still around. We like I said, we're nomadic people, so we kind of just stay to ourselves and stay to our clan and go wherever the nature takes us.
Do you usually travel with your clan?
Mm-hmm.
Why aren't you traveling with them now?
I was sent by the High Elders trying to find new ingredients for new potions and new animals.
Why did
to
they
bring
choose
back.
you?
Because I tend to see things before they happen. And I saw something that I needed to get. And now that's where I'm headed to get.
So you're psychic.
Not necessarily.
You just have good intuition.
Yes.
What did you see?
Before I even met you, I saw you and Xanor with me in a swamp traveling. And that was everything I saw. And now I know where I need to go to get the items to help my people with the plagues that have descended upon our land.
There's plagues at your land?
Yes.
I didn't mean to laugh at your plagues. I am so sorry, Oberon.
Like I said, the land does what the land needs to do, but we need to help the land right now.
You know what caused these plagues?
No, that's why I need to go to this far-off swamp to find stuff to bring back to make potions and elixirs.
Oberon, did you see Vildran in your premonitions, I guess?
Not in that one. I have seen him before, though.
In other premonitions?
Yes.
Are you going to tell me of these premonitions? Or would you like to keep those to yourself for now?
Prefer to not talk about those ones yet.
go.
I just put my hood on and start whittling.
Everyone's a whittler. I looked at Xanor, like, exceptionally untrusting now. Like, oh fuck. Did we get ourselves into?
Listen, this was all your idea here. You know that my only duty here now is to protect you.
You're supposed to warn me of what might be trouble.
Fair point.
Grunts.
Excellent. So, as the days go on and you guys talk to each other some more over the course of this next week of travel, you find a little bit about each other, a little bit more of each other's backstory, a little bit more about your mannerisms and what you do, what you don't do. Being in this more of a friendly party scenario versus a, hey, I'm a passenger aboard a ship, fuck off. But now you're venturing forth and trying to discover different things about this new land. And eventually, off in the distance, you see the tall walls of Sharpton.
Looking at the map.
Give me 1 second while I fix this.
Okay.
It won't do it. Oh no.
What are you trying to do right now, Chris?
Oh no. This is saddening.
Did you fuck up?
No. Maybe a little bit. Oh. See, this is why I hate this. It won't let me edit it in edit mode. It's fine.
Oh.
It's cool.
Freaking
Don't worry about it.
Streamlabs.
Yeah. Just in general, just streaming.
Yeah.
Uh,
Are you trying to pull up the map?
Oh, it broke. Okay, never mind. Ignore it.
Okay.
You saw nothing.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Yeah.
Broken.
Yeah. I tried fixing it, but it didn't want to fix. So we'll work on that later. Technical difficulties. I'm sorry. There's so much to do and so little time to do it.
The voice.
It's fine. Everything is fine. Nothing is on fire. What I can do though, is for all of you lovely people, is I might be able to do this in the middle of. I'm just gonna do this in the middle of it because I know that this can handle it. It's huge.
Oh yeah.
It's huge. Okay. I land ahead and I have a map of Sharpton. Right in front of everyone's faces. Yeah, so you guys are approaching from the east of Sharpton, and this is our lovely town of Sharpton, right on the cliffs. It's fine. Oh. All right. Yeah, so it's a very large town, and merchants are obviously moving up towards it.
I'm sorry. Did you make this?
Yeah, why? What?
I'm just impressed.
That's very impressive.
Yeah.
I make all my maps. Come on. I made this that we're on. I made this overlay. I didn't buy this overlay. I made this from scratch.
I'm
It's
impressed.
been rough.
You're like, I haven't slept in days.
I haven't slept in days. Big town, big map. Yeah. So yes, this is our lovely Sharpton. It's just gonna pop in and out of existence every once in a while. It's got a very large several very large buildings, including a very large temple, and it looks like some kind of compound, as well as some magistrative buildings splayed about the area. You can see smoke rising off in the distance, and the walls about 25 feet high, so pretty decent height, made of very solid, like, logs sharpened into spikes. And you can just see towers spotted off in intervals around the edges. And atop these walls and these towers are looks like guards. Looks like wielding like long spears or like bows.
Does anyone have a telescope or anything?
No, those are very expensive.
Oh,
What is the I take a peek outside from the covering of the caravan, and I peer.
It's dark.
What do my elf eyes see?
What do your elven eyes see? Go ahead and
is
give
it
me a
dark
perception
outside?
roll at disadvantage. No, it is not. It is not dark outside.
Fuck yeah. How do I do it at disadvantage?
You just have to roll twice and take the lowest. They don't actually have something in there yet for
Okay, dope. Too bad it's a disadvantage. We get a 12.
A 12. That's still not bad with disadvantage. You see a myriad of guards, and you see it looks like a line just stacked out of this gate of caravans and people with carts and heavy backpacks. Just it's a long line of people that are stretching like probably 100 yards away from the gate. And you can see that people have pulled off to the left and to the right, and they've gone and set up like little camps and stuff. From what you can tell, there's something happening at the gate that keeps turning people back.
Can I attempt to look as well?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception roll.
Peering. Do I have to do it at disadvantage?
No, because you're not a dark elf.
Oh!
Damn! Not 20.
Damn, not 20.
Oh.
Oh.
Hey, as a quick note,
24.
as a quick note for chat, in case one of us can't do it, we have nat 20 and critical ones that we can input into chat and count how many times that we've done that. So you can also do exclamation point 20 rolls and exclamation point 1 rolls and see what the counter is for those.
Nice.
So that's
Thank
a
you,
thing.
Thank you, Snow, for helping me with all that. You're a gem.
Yeah.
What do your elven eyes see? Well, looking out, getting a better view, and having better
Pushing
sight in the
Xehanort out of the way.
daytime.
And just scurry back into the tent.
Like, Xehanort, I got this.
Fuck.
High perception.
Really bright outside.
You could just ask to move, and I would move.
No, you're not in the way, Vildran. It's just Xehanort.
Yeah. It's fine.
Sick of his shit. It's been 50 years.
You look out, and you see a collection of guards at the front gate, and they're letting people pass through. But from what you can see, it looks like they're being handed bags of what you could assume is money, and only the people that have been handing them bags have been let through. It looks like this big long line of people is merchants and travelers. Anyone who is obviously a merchant is getting charged an exuberant amount of money in order to enter the town.
I wonder if they're going to charge us being guards.
Amaya, do you share this information with all of us as
Oh,
you see
yes.
it?
I look to you guys and I say, they're requiring money into Sharpton if you're not a merchant. It looks like.
If you are a merchant, they're charging
if you
merchants a
are,
lot of
I'm so
money.
sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
So I-
mislooked. If you are one,
So I find Edgar and I like tap him on the shoulder, just like like knock him with the back of my knuckle, and I ask him like, do we need to stop in this town for the evening, or
I mean, it's definitely necessary. It's going to be another week before we hit Marlton. As of right now, we only had the supplies for the week, and then we travel light. That way, we can have more goods. So we'll have it week at a time. And only when I reach Marlton will I actually stock up on bulk provisions before heading south. But yeah, we do need to stop here, or else we're going to be lacking in food and supplies.
I look to it's Edgar, right? I'm sorry, I'm bad with names. I say, did you hear me say that they're charging merchants?
They're what?
They're charging merchants for entry into Sharpton. Is that normal?
No, it's highly unusual. Last time I was here, it was just a straight pass-through. Merchants come pull in, at least they just sign off, show their documents, and the guild takes care of everything.
Is there any reason why a town or a city or whatever this is would be charging for merchant passage?
Nope, not that I can think of. I mean, other than probably some kind of extortion. But unless they change their policies, or unless the guild change their policies, then we shouldn't be charged as we go in.
Is there a possibility this town has been overtaken?
He shrugs. He's unsure.
Is extorting bad?
He looks at you and goes, yeah. It's when you go up to somebody and you demand something of them. Let's say, you're a merchant, for example, and you have a lot of goods, and some unscrupulous fellows come up to you and say, hey, listen, we won't beat you up if you give us protection money. If you don't give us protection money, we'll beat you up and take your stuff.
Okay, so they're bad then.
It's probably that they're bad.
Hearing that, Vildran will step out of the cart and kind of walk in front.
The cart, as the 8'7" giant lizard man steps out. And it takes some time as you're in a very long queue. And you eventually get to the front of the line. Many people are just peeling off to the left and right, and the open fields in front of the town are slowly becoming like a collection of tents and pockets of people, as no one is going in for entry. Like, they're not bringing their goods or anything in there, and the people that are going in look to be more like travelers or adventurers, or people that don't look like they have a lot of money. So eventually you just in front of the line, and there's a couple guards there, and they stop you. One guy steps out and kind of puts his hand up in front of the horse, and the horse kind of well, what do we got here? Well, what you got in the cart there, big boy? And Edgar goes, I've got some goods. And I'm here to stop for the night in Sharpton, and I would like, I'm here for the room and board. I'm here representing the guild. Man looks him up and down. Well, you ain't gonna be in this much longer. We're gonna have to charge you 500 gold pieces for your cart.
I go up to the guard, and I say to him, you don't want to charge us anything for this. This isn't right. You know this isn't right.
You don't want to charge us anything for this.
You don't want to charge us anything for that.
He goes, well, it is my humble job that I need to charge people that are merchants that are coming into the town in order to drive revenue for our town. So, coming from my boss...
Would the goods that this merchant sells within the town not cover those charges?
Well, you see here, this merchant ain't here to go and purchase goods in our town or sell them. He is going to grab his stuff and continue through. As is all the merchants, as we are a pass-through town. Now, logistically speaking, that's not very good for our town. So, he looks over to Edgar. 500 gold pieces.
Can I attempt to persuade him otherwise?
Use your
that's
words.
what I was.
Oh,
That's
Well,
what I
no,
was
that's
trying
what you were trying to do. But
Yeah,
do
Well-
you want to try and go for it?
Yeah, go ahead.
I would
Yeah,
like
no,
to.
you
Yeah,
go for it.
I got a +5 to my persuasion that I want to test out.
+6. That's fine.
You know what? It's fucking. You're gonna need to roll anyways. So, I got a 13.
He looks at you and goes, "Well," he looks under your hood. "You look like you've got some kind of sickly thing going on with your face. I don't want you in the city either." Yep.
I look at him and I say, "You're going to let us in without trouble." And then I attempt my persuasion, please.
Okay. Yeah.
Fuck me.
Now, you see, I really appreciate the effort that you're going for this merchant. However, you all, being non-merchants, may come in. The rest of you, the merchant man himself, you're more than welcome to park your car outside the front and stay here for a few days. Come in, get your stuff, and then leave. Or you can pay the fee and use Old Town as a pass-through.
At this point, Amaya and I turn back to Edgar, and we bring everyone else in, and we kind of say like, Edgar, it doesn't seem like you were planning for this to happen. Can you cover the 500 gold fee, or what is your plan here? What do you need to do?
He looks at you and says, "It's not so much as covering the 500 gold fee. It's more of I have to pay a 500 gold fee. The amount of supplies that I would need would only roughly cost about 15, 20 gold." So
How
not-
many supplies do you need, sir?
He says, "Well, I mean, if it comes down to it, we could do this a couple ways. We can just have you go in and get the supplies for me, which I would be inevitably very grateful for. And then you return with them. And then we can take the day and a half trip around the town in order to circumvent everything, and then we can just continue on the road. However, I was planning on stopping at the inn, room and board, maybe taking a visit at the guild hall, to see if there's anything there that, may incite my journey a little bit better to Santalia. But as of right now, that's the only option I can think of. Or if you can somehow get them to waive the fee, that would also help, I'm sure."
So I have Misty Step. I understand this is just for me, correct? I can't teleport all of us.
No, you cannot.
Is there a way I can use my stealth to cloak
That's the question.
said caravan into, because I have a stealth with a +8 to get us into the city.
What's your
without
sleight of
anything.
hand?
It would most likely be a
+4.
very difficult check to beat.
So you have to think of it this way: you're covering 5 people plus a cart
Mhm.
plus a horse,
Mhm.
2 horses.
I understand that this feat would be like I have to roll a nat 20.
It's a feat
and
of
then like
of extreme talent that needs to be held here in order to smuggle a cart past a gate, past guards.
mhm.
So, can she use her stealth and sleight of hand to go out the back and pickpocket the guard from the 500 that he's already gotten from someone else?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you can do that.
And do that.
So I slink out the back, stealth like.
Okay, go ahead and
And
give me a
then-
stealth roll.
Okay. Oh, fuck. My rolls are shit today.
It is broad daylight. Yeah.
Can
As she's
we
as
just say
she's
like
doing-
what we get for the rolls so that the chat?
12. I
No.
got a 12. I'm so sorry. Yes. I got a
as
12.
she's doing this, can I use animal handling and get the horses to start dancing to distract the guard?
Go ahead and give me an animal handling roll to see if you can get the horses to do a little.
Fuck.
Um,
I got a
well,
5.
they think you're very small and they don't like you and they take it at you and they kind of toss their heads and panic.
Even
Yeah,
if
that
they
tracks.
So as they're trying this, Vildran will approach the guard.
And what can I do for you, big guy?
I'm hoping that you could let us through.
Oh, by
I
all
know
means. You're welcome to go through. However, the merchant man, he's got to pay.
And why is that?
Because, as I've explained before, it is bad for my town's economy, and we require a fee of 500 gold pieces from each merchant carrying goods.
And why does your town need that? It doesn't look too bad.
Go ahead and give me a perception roll.
$14.
Peering past and looking at some of the buildings and some of the people walking by, you do notice that they seem a little impoverished. They look like the clothes that they have are very worn. You notice that there's a couple buildings that looks like they've been boarded up with, like, the windows have been boarded up. And it just looks like a varying state of disrepair upon some of the masonry that is the gate. So it looks like that this town there's something wrong. Charging people 500 gold entering, and then saying that the town is impoverished. Something strange, and it don't look good.
The money doesn't track.
Yeah.
Where is this money going, guard?
Well,
If your town is so famished.
well, it's not my job to know where the money's going. All I know is I get paid, and it seems to be going towards funding our town. And that's about it.
is there a new?
Who's in charge?
Thank you.
Who's in charge? Well, the man in charge is Magistrate Olaf.
Can I speak with him?
He's a very busy man. He ain't got time to come down to every little behest of a large lizard man.
He doesn't look too busy if he's keeping all the merchants out.
Listen, I understand your predicament, but you're also holding up the line.
And you look behind, and there's definitely a line behind you of people that are coming up, including many of the merchants who left a little late from Hailing Cove, and they finally kind of caught pace with you guys.
You'll kind of stand up to his full height and kind of look behind, and then step away from the guard, kind of towards more the line, and open his voice up, and kind of go, merchants! Are you here to pay 500 gold to enter the city?
Go ahead and give me a persuasion roll.
$19.
Oh, nice.
Down the line. No, who's charging that?
The city guard, by their magistrate.
You hear kind of an uproarious cry going down the line as the information is passed along. Shouts some, "Where's the guild in all of this?" Or, "That's outrageous. We are just passing through." Just a myriad of different like shouts of outrage and people getting pissed off. The guard looks at you and goes, "Now look what you've done here. You've gone and caused a scene. Now I'm gonna have to kick you out. Now,
And
if you
where does your
please."
funding go now when they won't pay knowing this?
Well, looks like the city is not going to be seeing any merchants passing through.
And you won't get paid either, will you?
And neither will all the other cities along the way, because we are the only pass-through city. You must understand. I appreciate your candor and your concern, but however, these are the rules.
Can I use Entangled and tie him up so we can just pass through?
You're the only guard.
There's a couple guards.
Yeah, but
You cast Entangle on the guards. I want you to double check and just do a quick reread of the Entangle spell.
Can I attempt to talk to the guard again to see if he'll let us talk to his... Is it a magistrate, you said? Sir?
Yeah, it's a magistrate.
Oh,
Magistrate.
no, I was
Olaf.
tapping the guard.
Goes, oh, Missy, what can I do for you?
Could we please speak to the magistrate? I just have a couple of questions for him. Not even regarding this, but I will need my caravan to, take my buddy then with me.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check. Once more. With feeling.
It's feeling a lot. I rolled a 20.
One dirty 20. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Looks at you and goes, all right. I'll make some calls. However, it might be some time before you can speak to this magistrate, Olaf. I regret to inform you, though, your caravan will have to wait outside of town. You're lucky I don't take you to the stockade. All the noise and trouble you've been giving me.
I just kind of look pissed off and sit back in the caravan like this because I'm flying. Didn't get my way.
He goes,
Turn to Edgar.
"Boy,
Are we going
Beck."
in this?
And some scrawny looking guy comes running up. He goes, go tell the magistrate there's some individuals looking to meet with him. Say if you can get a spot in sometime today or tomorrow. Sure thing, boss. And runs off.
So, I'd still like to go into the town and see if I can get these supplies that you need. Say, worst case, we're gonna be here a couple hours.
Edgar nods. He's like, awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'll go ahead and move this with the other caravans that are parked outside of town. They kind of back everything out and they move it back east. He backs the caravan out and he kind of moves it off to the side of the road. Kind of does a little set camp, get everything started. He goes over to you and hands you 40 gold and says, please use this to buy the supplies that we need. I don't know the prices from what happened at the gate. Nothing bodes well.
Excellent. I will see if Amaya can travel in with me, and the two of us can go in together. And it seems like my friend Vildran, and when I say friend, I give a pointed friend, Vildran. I doubt he'll be allowed inside at this point, so I'll see if Amaya and I can go in and gather these supplies and bring them back for you.
Excellent. Thank you.
I turned to Oberon and I said, do you want me? Because now, wait, how tall are you now?
2'11".
I could possibly.
I want you
sneak
to
in.
understand. You watch Lord of the Rings and you see and these are the Fellowship of the Ring. And you see them, and the hobbits only come up to about here.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I figured that out.
Or would you like to stay with Vildran, Oberon?
We can see if you can sneak me in. Let's see what happens.
I turn to Vildran and I say, are you okay to wait out here and guard the cart for us in the meantime?
I am fine waiting out here.
I take
Excellent.
my little like cloaky thingy that I'm wearing right now, and I just like put it over Oberon. And then
He
I
just
attempt-
walks in.
Just walk.
They don't
over
seem to be
the
stopping
lines.
travelers. You come back. You come back through the same. You come back in through the gate into the town. Yeah. So you guys come in. He goes, "Well, I've got good news. The magistrate's got some time later this evening. You could go to. There's a building so far out there. If you continue down the street, make a left and another left, and then a right and then a left, you'll get to there."
Thank you. Sir.
Perfect.
You said this evening?
Yep, he should have some time this evening. Graciously,
what
he
time
has
is
given
it
you the
now?
time of day.
What time is it now?
Mid-afternoon.
Oh, okay. So we have time to go get our supplies.
Mhm.
Xanor, you have the list of supplies?
Yes,
Sure as shit do.
sure as
Yeah,
shit.
Vildran
do.
will follow you up to the gates itself, and wish you luck in the city.
Bye, Vildran. We'll see you in a little bit.
And he'll look to the
We'll be
guard
back.
and basically say, "If any harm comes to my friends, you'll be the first one I find."
If any harm comes
And
to your
he'll
friends, it
turn
will
and
be of
walk
their
away.
own doing.
I just like go like this towards the guard. Okay. Xanor, what's on our list?
Well, we got the usual provisions of food, water, some feed for the animals, some repair kits, the like of,
Mostly for
Road.
like the wheels of wagons and stuff like that. You'll have like basic fix-it kits.
Anything fun and spicy on this list?
Nope, seems all pretty basic to you guys from what you can tell. It's all just basic stuff that you would get if you were traveling a distance for an extended period of time.
Should we split up in the city and go find this as fast as we can so we can all meet back up?
Oh, and there's also on there, it's a blank ledger that's needed from the guild hall.
Huh. Shall we try and split up and find this? All of these items?
works for me. I hand 15 gold to, I'm trying to imagine what Oberon could carry. So I hand 10 gold to Oberon, and then like I split the remaining 30, 15 between Amaya and myself.
Okay. I'm
So
gonna
how
go-
about
No, you
I was
go
gonna
ahead.
say I was gonna go to the guild, try to find the guild hall, and get the ledger.
Okay.
Because I feel like that'll be easier for me to carry than buckets of stuff.
Okay. I'll try and get some of the provisions, the food.
Perfect.
I'll see if I can gain the repair kits and whatever other odds and ends are on the list.
Yeah, get the heavy stuff, please, Xanor.
Yeah.
I just start scrolling down the street, looking at all the different signs, trying to find the guild hall.
I'm sampling foods. As I
As
go
you
through,
guys
like, Costco
move
cart
further,
style.
old Costco style, where you can actually
Old
take the food and
Costco.
eat it.
Ye old Costco.
Ye old
Yeah.
Costco. Yeah, go ahead and give me some perception checks while you guys move throughout town.
Okay. Ooh, I got a 16.
Go to 5.
Am I still
Again?
rolling at disadvantage?
It's daytime. No,
It
you're
is.
fine.
Okay. Nice.
Can I help you?
18?
Nice.
My rolls have been shit tonight.
What'd you get?
5.
Oh,
Again.
shit.
I was trying to be friendly and she attacked me. Such is the life of a cat owner.
Miniature dragon beast.
It is a creature of some sort, some kind of dysplasia beast. Violent in its nature.
Violent.
Yeah, so moving throughout town, you do notice that the same things that Vildran saw, except in better context. People here, pretty destitute. Shops look run down, and it looks like they're everything's in a state of disrepair, except for a few buildings. You do notice that way off the distance, you see a very large temple. That looks like it is looking pretty. It looks like it's very well funded and that it's not in any kind of state of disrepair or anything of the sort.
Does Xanor just see this because he rolled the 18, or
No,
did we all?
both of you see it, and you can relay this information if you wish. One second.
I'd like to travel to this temple. This reminds me of the Temple of Time, and I'd like to go. I want to go there. I want to be there.
Let me in.
Let me in.
I see this temple after I've gotten my food basket, and I am striding over there. And
okay, go ahead and give me a religion check, because I will say, although you are familiar with the elven gods, these is not an elven god.
Oh. Okay, well,
So as they're spending their time in town, Vildran will help Edgar unpack, set up camp, and then he's gonna go out and look for some game.
Oh.
Okay, excellent. So you basically just plod off into the sunset, looking for, crossing the plains and looking for, I guess it would be like more like rabbits and stuff like that.
I'm at the door of the temple.
Rabbits, that kind of a thing. This temple,
forehead pressed to the door. I'm just like this, stroking it.
you have no idea what god this may be a temple to.
Can I still get in this temple to look? Or
Yeah,
do I have
door
to...
opens.
Oh.
You push a door open.
Mhm.
Big double doors.
Okay.
Yeah.
I continue to wander up and down the streets trying to find the guild hall.
It's one of the buildings that doesn't seem to be in disarray or disrepair. It's a very large building, probably the largest in town.
So I finally spot it and I start running up towards the guild hall.
Yeah, you run up. Big doors are open. You see a myriad of people walking in and out of it. Most of them look like guards. And then quite a few people that look like very wealthy looking merchants.
I enter the guild hall and start looking around, trying to find someone to ask about a blink ledger.
There's plenty of people walking around. You just grab the nearest guy, or you want to grab a guard, a merchant, or
let's grab a merchant. Let's grab a merchant. So,
I say, small child, how dare you lay a hand upon me?
hey, I'm not a child. I'm an adult. I'm just looking for a blank ledger.
A ledger? Well, if you go over there, they can give you ledgers. And he points off towards, looks like the back of the hall, where they've got some kind of a shop set up. And on the walls you see like a various selection of like maps and cartography. And you see like, looks like a globe of the known world and stuff like that.
So I go up. No.
Sorry.
Go.
Was it
No,
that
go.
he had to get a blank ledger, or he had to get the ledger that the merchant had filled out?
A blank ledger. He needs a blank
He
ledger.
had to get.
I think it's a new ledger. I scroll across the lounge and go up to the store and try to purchase a blink ledger.
He goes, all right, small child. Well, that'll be 20 gold.
I gave you 10. How much did you have on you?
Have on me. I have 10, so I have 20, but that'd be all my money. Is there any way that I can get it for cheaper?
Now, child, I have to ask, did your father ask you to go and do this for you?
I am not a child. Why does everyone keep thinking I'm a child? I'm a halfling.
Oh, my apologies. I did not know you were of the small folk.
The disrespect.
I'm on a journey right now with a caravan, and the leader sent me, so I just need the thing. Is there any way I can get it cheaper?
Let me see. Who was the one who sent you? And he pulls out a big book, like a big bound like leather book, and look, he opens it up. Looks like there's a bunch of names in it.
It was Edgar. Edgar sent me. Edgar Lincoln.
Oh yes. He was due back several days ago. Is he doing okay?
Yes, he's fine. You guys just wouldn't let us in with the caravan.
Nasty
Charge himself
business
500
that
gold.
is. Well, regretfully, that is the way the town is dealing with things. And regretfully, the merchant guild cannot cover the costs of such entrance fees.
Right. But can you help me out with the whole blank ledger?
Well,
Bring it down just a little bit.
his last ledger purchase was several months ago, just after his last trip. Yeah. So what we can do is we can cut you a deal. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
While he's doing this, I'm just looking around in this church, curious as to if anyone is
6.
here.
He goes, well, since it's not here in person, I regretfully, and you don't have the guild badge, I'm going to have to charge you 15 gold for this.
15 gold. Okay. I guess I can.
He goes, excellent, thank you very much. And here's your ledger. He gives you a book that's like almost as wide as you are. And like you're basically just holding this big like dictionary-sized book.
He just
of
hands it to
blank
me and I go,
pages. Yep. It's a hefty one. So you have what you need.
thank you.
Excellent. And then
I appreciate it.
Maya, you are
Carries
in
book
this.
away.
You are in this church.
Hello?
Hello. It echoes. And eventually, you see a man dressed in very simple, like, gray robes come up to you. Oh, yes, child. How can I help you?
Did you just call me child?
Oh, yes, child.
What is this place?
This is a temple to the god of dawn and morning's light. This is temple to the god Arun.
Oh, that makes sense why I don't know this place. Why is it so nice compared to the rest of the town?
Why, through the lovely donations of its followers. You also notice that this was the only temple in town.
Does everyone follow this religion?
Most do. There are many gods throughout the realms, and Arun is a kind god. He represents the start of a new day, and the dawn.
Hide my moon necklace very sneakily?
He goes, oh, yes. Oh, that is a strange pendant you have there. I have not seen one in such a very long time. It's been about 20 years or so since I've last seen something like that.
20 years?
20 years, yes.
I haven't seen anyone in a very long time with that. Can you tell me more about this person you ran into?
Go ahead and give me a persuasion roll.
Oh yeah, +6. Let's go.
19.
Ooh, buddy.
Ooh.
Ooh, wee. Oh, jeez, Rick. Oh, jeez, Rick. Oh, I'm going hard now. Yeah. He goes, well, yes, it was 20 years ago. I was yet a young lad, just in the priesthood. And a woman had it. And, very, fair-skinned woman. Are you have your hood up or your hood down?
Put down. I got nothing to hide.
He goes, yes, very, very similar features to yours, very pointed, and the ears, and she's obviously some kind of elf or some elven descent. But it was a very long time ago, and that's the only time that I saw her.
You know what came of her?
Nope, she was passing through the temple at some point, and she was speaking to one of our older grandmasters. This was when I was, where was I? He thinks really hard for a minute. It's like, where was this? Such a long time ago. It was in Dalery. In Dalery, I remember that the Temple of Arun in Dalery. That's where I saw her.
Delry.
Yes, it's the largest of the pilgrim towns.
I got the map. Sorry, my sleeve keeps getting caught on everything. Hold on. That's not even... Oh, it is. It's on our way. I make a mental note of Dellery. Towards him, I say, have you heard of any or seen any other elves in the area?
Not that I've seen. I've seen very few people with elven features or even like the pointed ears, but I remember that woman was the only one that I saw that was sporting this the same necklace.
Just nod and go, okay. I guess that's all the information I require from this area, but I'd also like to know where your patrons are getting their money if this town is so impoverished.
He shrugs. He says, we have patrons of all sorts here. Everything from the local magistrate to the guild merchants to the shop owners and the masses of common folk.
Okay. Well.
Our doors are open to all.
I kind of just... I thank him really fast. Thank you.
Is a slight bow. Of course, my child.
Is the magistrate... Does he practice this religion by chance?
He attends ceremonies every once in a while for the dawn. But from my understanding, he's just a very generous donor and very kind.
I said, thank you, sir. You've actually helped. I just turned to go behind Xanor and over on outside the church.
Xanor, what are you doing right now?
Continuing to gather supplies, purchase things, hopefully not exhausting the money that I have, but just purchasing, probably in a caravan shop. I see a lot of wheels, just of all sorts and sizes, just everywhere. And
you definitely come across a looks like a general store, like a provisioning shop, and you open the door. And it's just an old man at the counter, and he's sitting there like this going, hey, hello, welcome in. How can I help you today?
Good day to you. I would like to purchase a provisioning kit for my caravan.
Ah, yes, this is a high value right there. A lot of people asking for kits and just get up and go, and they don't even stay in town a long time. They just here for the 5, 10 hours and maybe a day, and then they just leave. And yeah,
I bring my hands up to my temples and start rubbing them, just in immediate frustration.
Oh, are you okay, young lad? It's kind of dark out, and
I know the candlelight's a little bit low. Just want to make sure you're doing all right. You look like you're having some kind of episode.
Oh, I am more than fine, thank you.
Oh, okay, good to know. Okay, well, if you look over here, we've got a couple. What I've done is I've gone and set up some packages for people that are coming with different size caravans. This is the small, and it goes it's like a provision set with like a repair kit, a basic repair kit with like extra 2 wheels, emergency horseshoes and shodding tools, and food like rations for a couple days, water for a couple days. Then it gets bigger and bigger. Any one of these will do, as you're not going too far. But small is 20 gold, medium is 40 gold, and then the large one for like bigger caravans is 80 gold.
Right. Excellent.
I meet back up with Xanor at this time. Trotting down.
How? Would she have met back up with me yet, or probably not yet?
Probably not. Like, currently, yeah.
Okay,
I think
I was trying to see
you
if it
guys
combined
split,
funds, so.
and you guys went boop, boop,
Yeah.
boop. And so we're just doing them in kind of an order.
I'm just stumbling around at this point.
I guess I'm just
Carrying
walking
this
back.
book.
Yeah.
So I turned to him and I'll only be requiring the small provision kit that you have set up. It looks to be in excellent condition, but I don't think it's quite worth the 20 gold.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion roll.
Mhm. Come on, charisma. Don't fail me now. No! It lingered on the 19 for just a moment and made me really excited, but we got a 14.
He goes, well, I mean, I guess I can cut you a deal. I know it's been hard for a lot of people. How about 18 gold?
We can do 18 gold, yes. Have you seen any of this money that the town has been collecting for its goods, its tradesmen, its people who, only see temporary business as being a pass-through town, or...
I know that there's some kind of exuberant fee going on at the gates, but I haven't really seen anything. I've just been paying homage to my shop. And to be fair, his shop is in a little bit better order than many others. But every building around it looks like shit.
Mm-hmm. Well, glad that you seem to be doing well here in your shop and able to take care of those that come in. Thank you for your time, sir. And I hand him the 15 gold that I was carrying and then 3 of my own gold.
Yes, thank you very much. And he kind of helps package it up for you. It's definitely a hefty weight, but you managed to carry it out. And as you're exiting, you all kind of meet back up in like the town square. Yes.
I had just like purchased my stuff, and I realized I didn't go through the whole bargaining thing. I'll either assume I spent all the money I had, like that he gave me, or can I possibly see if I was stealthy enough to have commandeered all this with not spending any of my money? What do you want me to roll for this? Persuasion?
Persuasion.
Okay. I was hoping you'd say to stealth, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Steal all the money.
Obviously.
15.
Yeah, they knock 5 gold off of the price that you would normally get off the stuff that you have, so 10 gold.
Cool. Got 5 gold left.
left over.
Yep.
So we have everything we need.
Yep.
So I walk out with the equipment bundle just kind of slung under one arm. I see Oberon coming in, and I see him tottering around with this giant ledger compared to the size.
He's got like
of
a
his
big
body.
old binder over his head.
I just
Over
have
on-
with one hand, reach down, grab it, and tuck it under the other arm.
And Jace, or Vildran,
Mhm.
can you give me a survival roll?
I can.
Excellent.
12.
You make out like a bandit. There's not a lot of predators in the area. Rabbits breed like rabbits. You managed to catch a few for dinner that you could skin and cook up and eat.
I'll bring them back to the camp and begin processing them.
Processing. Ding. Awesome. So the rest of you, Xanor, Amaya, and Oberon, you guys meet up together. You guys do an exchange of whatever information that you may have gotten, plus all the goods, and you're free to either try to stay the night here or head back out to the caravan.
We're gonna
We should
look to everyone. What time is it? I think we're supposed to still meet with the
Evening is
magistrate.
rolling around.
we need to go find out when our meeting is with
The sun dips low over the horizon.
I think it's time to head towards the guard to see where we need to go.
Yes,
I
I
agree.
agree.
I look towards Xanor too, and under my breath I go, "There are more elves."
I don't say anything more and just give her like a knowing look. Like we pass the knowledge between each other, having spent the past 50 years together. It's like we understand that we'll talk more about this later.
And I continue to just run around causing a little bit of chaos.
Awesome. So you want to go and find where this magistrate is?
Yes.
So can Xanor, I wish to head back to the caravan and chat with that guard. Actually, no, he told us where we would need to go already.
He did give you directions, yeah.
Oh, that's right. I
Just to
forgot.
drop off the supplies.
Okay.
So you're
Do
gonna
we
go
have-
back, and then me and Amaya are gonna go talk to this guy.
Or do you want to come with?
Oh, I would be there as well.
Okay. So group goes back, and you guys bring everything back to the caravan. Edgar, he thanks you. Thank you again so much for all the help that you've been giving.
Just as a note, Edgar, we ended up having to spend some of our own money here. We're still out 8 pieces of gold total.
Oh.
Clutching the 5 I had left over.
So-
Absolutely. He reaches into his bag and pulls out 8 pieces of gold and hands it to you.
Excellent. So 10 of that goes to Oberon, and then
5 of them.
3 of that. Oh, 5 of it goes to you?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
'Cause mine was 15. Because you gave me 10, mine was 15 for the book.
Right.
So I spent 5 myself.
Okay.
And you get 3, and I'm just not talking about the 5 that I have left over for some odd to God reason.
Sure. Fucking
Perfect.
tight.
I feel like this
Okay.
is not in line with my character. I just pass it over to Xanor, which it feels more in line with his.
Okay, awesome. You guys gather everything you need to go meet the magistrate. You guys come up to camp. You drop everything
Vildran,
off.
are you
see
coming with us?
Vildran has skinned like 3 rabbits and is like cooking them in a stew.
And I'm like crying over the dead rabbits because the animals are my friends.
I just looked at Vildran. Do you want to come with us to meet the magistrate? We can try and get you in.
Sure.
Excellent. I feel like we'll need some brute strength here.
And Oberon, you don't have to cry. Food's almost done.
Not crying because it's food. I'm crying because they're friends.
Fish or friends, not food.
What? What friends?
The rabbits. All the rabbits.
You're friends with food?
I shake my head in disappointment.
It's okay.
All right,
Laurent.
so you guys gather everything that you need, and you guys head back into town to go meet with the magistrate. And you find the magisterial building, which is one of the larger building, the third largest building in town. It's very well kept. Everything looks almost brand new. Even the street in front of it's been swept and repaved. Go up to the door. One of the guards goes, "What can I do for you?" It's late in the evening.
We had an appointment to speak with the magistrate.
Magistrate Olaf, he did say something about this, didn't he, Ted? Sure did.
Yeah, see, he did. So we're just gonna go on in and talk to the magistrate now.
Please.
I start walking in.
And as you guys walk in, you see a desk, a very nice ornate desk made of mahogany. And sitting behind it is a man dressed in very regal looking robes of stature. He's got like a very nicely trimmed beard. He's got very deep-seated eyes and very dark eyebrows and very short cropped hair. He looks up, he goes, "Oh, yes, welcome in, people. You were the ones who wanted to see me."
Yeah. Yes.
He gets up, and Vildran, I'll have everyone give me a quick perception roll.
Not
13.
advantage.
15.
15 as well.
Load, please.
12.
Amaya, please give me a perception roll.
I do the wrong one.
13, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, Oberon and Vildran, you both see around his neck a very curious amulet. It's not one of the Temple to Arun. It's not a holy symbol, but it looks more like very, very cultish. It's a strange symbol that you haven't seen before. Vildran, it is a symbol you have seen before. It is a symbol of the Ordodontalista, the people who killed
Oh
your
no.
family. And with that, I'm going to break time. Boom!
Just as it was getting good.
Oh, this is gonna be a good one.
Yeah,
Get
it's
ready
gonna be
for
great.
some combat.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
no.
great. Oh, excellent. I'm going to go ahead and pause it there. I'm going to have everyone go ahead and do a quick bathroom break. And then once we're back from that, stick around because it's going to get wild.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Juice is like a fucking ready.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. I'm going to stick around for a little bit. I'm going to do some reading while the rest of these kids take a break. I know Snow's been
Wanna get a
streaming
snack?
for 8 million years. And I know some of you guys need a bathroom break.
That's the least Xehanort thing I've ever seen in my
feel free
entire
to
life.
Take a bathroom break. I'm going to go ahead and read off some of the highlighted messages that we've gone through. Meow. Yeah, tell me more. Are you going to help me read?
Wait, we aren't wearing depends. We should be wearing depends.
You going to help me read
I'll-
this stuff? Yeah.
I'm gonna go grab some snackeries.
I wish I had some snacks.
Do have Oreos on me.
I'll be there in a minute.
But
Okay.
I was supposed to say hi to everyone.
Awesome.
I love you guys. Bye.
Peace Girl, Amaya, the castle was not great. Xehanort looks offended at Amaya. Yes, that is kind of that's their thing. That's how they do. Peace Girl, sharp tips equals Sharpton. Got it. Just about. Munchkin, hi, I made it and you guys are amazing and I love you. Munchkin, we love you too. Thank you for hopping in. And I hope you're feeling better. I know that you had to bow out a little bit just because you weren't feeling all too hot. But I hope things are going well now. And I hope that this stream is definitely helping out. And I hope we get you a good couple of laughs or get you enraptured by the story. Nate, also, thank you. I saw you post that wonderful thing about the highlighting messages. You're the best. Even though you're not a mod, you didn't have to do that. Thank you. Yes, this is Chair D&D. This is our paladin. This is our rogue. This is our druid, and then of course our barbarian. Very savage. Don't worry, and they're gonna have their turn to go and entertain you guys in just a moment once they all get back. Awesome stuff. I'm glad you're feeling better. The rest of you, Beth, thank you for hopping in. I'm glad you're entertained by this as well. Patrick, I see you there. Tiger Wolf, I see you. Guppy, see you with the wonderful comments. I'm just kind of going back through chat. I can't go through all of it because it'll take too long, but I'm just gonna browse through it. Tyler, I also see you there. I'm calling you out. T Bauer, I'm watching. I know you're there. Thank you. And to all the rest of you that are lurking and or just listening in, I appreciate it. Much appreciated for the madness that's going on here. I just left them at a hardcore cliffhanger, and they're yeah. See, you are a square, but you are here. See. Oh, don't worry. This is just the beginning of the story. I want you all to know that they are still in chapter 1. They don't finish chapter 1 till they hit level 3, and they're still level 1. I've got a lot of story, a lot of fun. They've got a lot of different places to explore here, a lot of different plots they could get behind, a lot of different things that tie into their backgrounds. So I'm really excited to see what they do, how they pull it together. Yeah. Snow will get some cool abilities eventually. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely I'll say it's definitely an effort. When you have a bunch of new players and a bunch of people that haven't gotten to do D&D, and I've never done anything on this level before. It's usually been like everyone's clustered around a table at home, and we're all just rolling dice and telling stories, and it's a lot more comfortable of an environment, and this is not a comfortable environment for me. It's pretty wild. I'm just gonna wait until 1 or 2 more of these nerds get back.
Well, the barbarian chair has to be big. Oh, and for you, chat, I'll show you my sword. I actually have it, and it's what my character's using.
Gross. Hey, Jay? I can't because I don't have any talent to give. He actually has a giant sword that he uses. I'm afraid to go over most days. What? Who did this? What happened? Who did this? Stream Elements? Why did Stream Elements do that? Stop that. Kill Stream Elements. Patrick, kill Stream Elements. Beat him up. 7 messages were deleted by the moderator. Stream Elements got really upset. What did you do? Jace, I'ma show him my sword. Chris goes gross. Yeah. Sorry I'm late. Outcast, welcome! Man, I have to go pee. Where are the rest of these kids at? Oh, there's one. Fucking Stream Elements. Peace, girl. I'll go yell at Stream Elements after the stream, and I'll go beat it up. Sorry, I got excited. Did you just do a bunch of things in a row? Like, a lot of different messages all at the same time? Because that's probably what happened.
I think it was a string of exclamation points.
Oh, but it was 7 messages were deleted, which is weird. Oh, because she got timed out. Oh, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pat, I can never hit you. Chris, take your break.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go pee. I'll be back.
I'm back. Hi.
Welcome. I had a Zoom call for my friend's new music video premiere. That sounds fucking dope. Pat, I could never hate you. You know this.
How are we all doing tonight? I feel like I haven't talked to you guys.
Yeah, how's chat doing? I know I was just talking to you for about 3.5, 4-ish hours before this, but 4.5 hours? That was...
How's everyone's day? What's everyone up to? Hope everyone's having a great week. It's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday.
Friday!
Yeah,
Very
I did name
excited
myself
this
after a king.
Hell yeah.
Beth, I always forget you're from the future. I need to remember this.
I got in the mood for D&D, so I started playing Diablo 3 again. Seasonal. Nice. What season are they on in Diablo 3? I am also working. So no one is mad at me? No, of course not, Evie. Dude, it was amazing. I just love my friends are all growing and being awesome. It's lovely to be able to see. I love that so much, Chloe. That's awesome. Nate and I are future babies. Yes. Twitch while working is what's up? Nice. Oh yeah, T-Bauer. It's good to just have something on in the background in those moments for sure. Season 23? I think the last time I played, they were in like season 12 or something. Just
I played a little bit of Diablo 3, but
Yeah.
not much. I need to get back into it.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. I played
It's a-
Diablo 2 a lot as a kid.
Nice.
Gauntlet,
was
Dark
meant-
Legacy, though. That was some good shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hi.
What's the snack you got?
Are we entertaining chat?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi, chat. I love you.
I got Cheez-Its.
Nice. I got my week's worth of groceries.
Oh, you're eating all of those at once?
Yeah, right now.
A single bag
Sounds
of
dope.
snacks.
I'm shoveling them into my mouth. Hello, Chloe. How you doing on there? Hello, Beth. I love you. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh God, what was I calling you? Hello, Lethal.
So you guys ready for the first combat session if you like it
I'm
or not?
so fucking ready.
I am
I'm so fucking
excited.
ready. Thank you so much.
I am
Thanks,
like
Peanut.
jacked right now.
I'm looking for like D&D. I have no idea what to do. None of us. Well, none of us besides Jason and Chris really have any idea what we're doing.
Excellent.
No, 100%. I have no idea.
D&D
I
pizza
am-
party next time. Pizza party.
Ooh.
Waffy,
yeah.
I love you. Hello, guys. Outcast, thank you for that gifted sub if that wasn't already a thing.
Mm-mm.
Thank you so much, sweet baby angel Peanut. I shall tell him when he gets back.
Yeah, Snow, your goddess is about to be happy.
Oh, she's about to be real fucking excited.
Got some presents.
Finally let me get the rage out.
If they let me have ale, I will get drunk.
Excellent.
The
Excellent.
ale. Okay, I need to learn my spells.
So
Like
I
during
just
combat. This is Jason's like
Yeah.
combat moment. I don't think he's gonna be drunk for it.
How are your guys' acrobatic skills? Just asking.
Really
Hi.
good.
All of you are high acrobatic?
I got a +2.
+6.
Okay. Got it. Okay, I have an idea.
Chris, you got a gift.
I definitely just pocketed
I
the
got a
extra 5
gifted.
gold that Amaya gave me.
Are you doing a
As
gifted
you should.
Just follow my lead.
D&D pizza party next time?
High
Hell yeah.
acrobatics. I wish I was just high, Beth. Shit.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Outcast, thank you for the gifted to my wonderful friend T Bauer.
Tyler. Tyler.
Okay, awesome.
Remember when we played the forest, Tyler?
Yeah, I remember.
No, I remember.
I may have made myself up.
Wow, Nate.
No, I made myself anything. Mm-mm.
Ooh, I had gyoza earlier and they were like perfect.
I was like so pretty acrobatic. Oh my god, it was anonymous.
Yeah, my dinner was marshmallows.
Nice.
I am confusion.
Ayo, let's go. Thank you, Anonymous, for the 10 gifted. I'm
Oh, my
confused.
mom.
I am confused, and I have my
Your
suspicions,
mom.
but I'm confused.
Yeah.
But I'm
What about
happy.
your mom?
She
Thank
got
you.
one of the
Got us
gifted
all.
subs.
Aww.
That's awesome.
Hype train!
I thought your mom was still awake, and I was like, no way.
No, she was for a little while. I think she actually went to bed.
Is she lurking?
She was. She went to bed about an hour ago, though. I don't think she's still in here.
Listen, we don't
Will
do
you
choo
eat,
choos
or
here.
I will legitimately fight you,
Chloe,
and
go
not
eat.
in a fun way.
Chloe, eat. We all have to eat.
Mhm.
And it won't be fun for me because you'll beat me up. Do you want to beat me up? That's what you're telling me. You're telling me you want to beat me up.
No, not for science.
Hey Zoe, when I meet you this July, or Outcast, or I'm fucking up names already, I think.
No, that's right.
It's
Oh.
Chloe.
Chloe.
Yeah.
Chloe. Sorry,
Yeah.
name's stuck with me right now.
No, I get it.
I will force feed you a burrito.
That sounds
I'm
very intimidating.
I'm
and I
gonna leave it
don't like
alone.
Is it a bean burrito or like a beef and bean?
Patrick!
No, like a good burrito.
Yo!
How many was that?
Yo!
Oh no, I just choked on a pretzel. I think it's at least 25.
Yeah,
What up?
good job.
Patrick, you didn't have to do
Pog,
that.
Patrick, Pog.
Pat is the goat.
Goat. It's out of
Well,
control.
if you don't eat, I don't have to scare you. And you'll totally probably kick my ass in doing so, but that burrito is going to be in your
Goodness.
stomach.
I was about to say, I
Patrick,
definitely would have
thank
money on
you.
Outcast in that one.
Thank
yeah.
you for the 25 gifted. It's much appreciated, bud. Thank you.
I'm not a fighter.
Gotta stick with my girl. Love you, Outcast.
No burrito
I'm just
talk.
gonna sit right on her, and you guys can just like
That's fair.
burrito.
No, or I'll make the burrito, and if you don't eat it, I will have ugly cries.
Oh,
So there is this game that I need to buy. It's called Throw the Burrito.
Oh, I own it.
Yo,
What?
okay. No, literally, it comes with like little foam burritos, and you have to start throwing them at each other. So literally, let's throw some burritos at each other.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Let's do it.
Patrick, you're a sweet baby angel. What a nice
Burrito. Okay.
Burrito, that's all I gotta say.
Burrito.
Who has
Burrito.
burrito?
Burrito.
Yeah, who is the anonymous gifter?
Some ghost.
Show yourself
machine.
now.
That's the point.
Make yourself known. Into the light I command thee.
I'd like to
well,
roll
it would
for
have been
insight,
Pat,
please.
but
Everyone give me an insight roll as to who the anonymous person is. If anyone rolls
Yeah.
nat 20, you have to name yourself.
If I roll a nat 20, I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it right now. I don't do shit.
I got a
We're doing
plus 0. So
perceptive or
let's go.
insight?
There's your net. Oh,
Oh.
actually,
I got a nat 1.
The 7 is right next to. So, in case people don't know, 14 is right next to the 20 on the dice.
well, it's
I
funny.
almost-
The dice showed the B for me for the nat 20.
Oh.
Call me Taylor Swift because I got a 22.
Um,
I don't know about
but
you.
it was not a natural.
It was natural. No, it was not natural.
No, no.
Patrick's like, I don't know how to do the anonymous gifts. Okay. Excellent.
I'm ready for a fight.
I don't know how to do the non-gifts either.
You don't know how to do anonymous gifting?
Mm-mm.
No, it's all click anonymous.
Oh, literally, that's it.
I believe so, yeah. I normally just don't do
Right.
it. I just donate.
Right under the button to give to a specific viewer.
Yeah.
Mm.
Patrick's cat isn't smart enough to do anonymous gifts. Okay.
Oh, you guys, you want to know why I'm calling Beth lethal really fast?
Why? Yeah, I was wondering about that. I was like, who the fuck is
Because
lethal?
she's
Well,
a bad
number
bitch.
one, she's in Australia, and
Mhm.
she's facing all these lethal things. Number two, my phone auto-corrected her name to lethal. So now it's just what it is. Her name is lethal. I didn't decide it. The iPhone gods did, so. Let's go. Oh,
That's
shit, Beth, I
awesome.
wasn't supposed to say. Sorry. I mean,
Oh.
forget that. That was not what happened.
It's okay.
I do have goggles.
I'm almost done.
I wanted them to be in on the inside joke. I want friends.
I want
Sorry.
friends. Also, if you look, the level that we're currently at is 343%. So 343.
Oh.
Halo.
Kismet.
Oh.
And that got ruined.
In
In a good way.
Anonymous! Who are you?
Who are you? Tell me your secrets.
Still one of the best lines I've ever came up with.
It truly does.
Well, whoever anonymous is, you're a beautiful angel.
You're a fucking gem.
Listen, Munchkin.
Don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise.
I do have friends, yes, but I would Always love more friends.
Awesome. Cool. Who are you? And I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
Where are
Cannot
you?
sleep, cannot dream of night.
Night,
Who are
I
you?
need someone and always.
always.
This is strange darkness.
Darkness.
All right.
I love that genre, but you have to.
Dude, okay, earlier in Snow's chat, they kept going mood apathetic. And I was just like, I'm an emo kid. And I just,
Nothing's Yeah, I know that whole song still.
yeah. I know the whole song, but I don't remember the lines before it.
I don't jump around when I go to shows.
Is it because of the actions I unsub and unfollow Chris? Oh no!
I lethal I'm munchkin.
Okay, are we ready for fight mode?
You guys ready? Oh, we're not ready.
Mhm.
No, we're not. No.
Oh,
Your paladin is missing.
Oh no.
Xehanort, get your ass back here.
Hell,
I'm
don't.
here. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm listening.
Okay.
I'm an emo kid.
All right.
Conforming as
You're not
I'm
conforming
not
to
seeing
if you look just like
As you all see this man stand up, as he stands up from behind his desk and this pendant kind of just sways in front of him. Oberon, you notice the pendant, and Vildran, you notice the pendant. This pendant is a very familiar symbol to you. This is the symbol of the Ordo Dontalista, the group of people that killed your clan.
So for those are around me, you're used to Vildran's almost golden retriever-like attitude. Never angry, never upset, always looking in the good of things. And in a moment, his body language changes. He becomes more hunched. He lowers himself to the ground. His eyes kind of flicker and then go into that raptor-like slit. Fangs snarl out from his lips, and he rages.
Are you
And
entering a rage?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Excellent.
I am immediately by Xehanort.
Yeah, I
Watch
kind of
what's
take a
happening.
step in front of Amaya, just to like get between her and whatever I could potentially see as a threat. I just take a step in front of her to like protect her, and like, would we still have had like our armor and shields?
Oh
and
yeah,
everything?
absolutely. You still have all that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Oh
You have
fuck
everything.
yeah! So like I pull out my shield and like I make sure that it's ready and equipped and worn.
And then he lunges.
Oh,
And with that, I'm going to have to ask everyone to roll for initiative.
Shit. Oh shit, oh shit. Oh, shit.
17.
I'm going to get my handy dandy notebook out.
16.
shit.
13.
9.
Fuck, we're fucked.
You want an initiative roll, not an int save.
Oh,
It's
that's
right
me.
next to
Oh,
Did I
your
do the
armor
wrong one?
class.
Yep.
Yeah, because your initiative
Oh, you're right. I
is
see it now.
Oh.
Sorry, I could not see
based
it.
off
Oh.
of your dexterity.
Oh, 21, bitches!
11. Fuck. Can I go back to the 16? Kidding. I'd also like to set my scene. I jumped back and withdrew my boomerang and my hand axe.
I automatically have. What do I even carry right now? What are you giggling at?
Jace got timed out.
Jace did too many exclamation points in a row.
Oh.
That's how angry he is.
Got him, coach. I'll beat up stream elements after this. We'll fix some
I
of
can
those
actually
things.
fix that right now.
Go kick its ass.
Do I have just a dagger?
You just have a dagger.
I have a sword. Okay. No, I have a rape.
You have a rapier?
Is it a rapier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a short sword.
Just make sure it's equipped in D&D Beyond. That way you'll be able to just click it and roll.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Good news. Maya, you go first. This is the first time you've seen Vildran just roid the fuck out on this dude, and he makes a lunging attack with absolute abandon to the poor magistrate looking man crosses away. Not to put anything shy of it, this dude who's getting lunged at by an 8'7" giant lizard dragon man, his eyes are wide in terror. He he's like falling backwards into his chair, sticking his hands out like this to try and stop the oncoming beatdown from this man.
Okay. I'm confused at this point, I'm assuming, because I don't know why he's lunging. I'm assuming we're going to trust him. And do I attack at this point?
Yeah, you can make an attack.
Okay. I'm going to attack. The only attack I have is an unarmed strike at this point.
So what you want to do is you want to go to your equipment really quick and click Manage Equipment.
And add my stuff.
Let's see here. You go to inventory. Actually, no, where is it? Inventory. You should just be able to.
You should just be able to go to equipment and it should be right there.
Yeah, when you click on the equipment,
it's got a little. It's got a little
listed.
square next to it. So if you go to your.
Oh, short sword.
Yeah, it's got a little square. So
Yeah,
you click
probably
that square,
square.
and that'll equip it for you.
And don't forget to have equipped any armor or shields you may have as well.
Yeah, armor is
they
very
remove.
important.
They don't even say equip.
So here, let me go ahead and take a look at your sheet real quick. I'll be
Oh no, short sword's in there.
Okay.
Sorry,
So
I
what
just
you want to
didn't
do
see
is you click the little things next to it. You have a short sword, a short bow, and no armor. You do have armor. There you go. Boop. Okay, so if you go over to your actions now, you can see a bunch of different
I see
things.
it.
Yeah.
I'd like to attack with my short sword then, please.
Okay, you just gonna lunge at this dude and attack him.
Oh no. I want to go bow. I'm gonna go bow because I want
Okay.
to stay near Xehanort.
So you draw your bow and you pull out, you knock an arrow and hurl it at this dude. Go ahead and give me a quick roll for an attack. So the way combat works is you roll to attack and you are trying to beat their AC, which is their armor class. So if you meet or exceed their armor class, you hit them. And then after that, you'll roll for damage. So what I, as the Dungeon Master, have is a knowledge of all of the monsters and all the NPCs and everyone that you're going to be fighting in this game, potentially or possibly. And I'll know what their armor class is. So what you do is you'll roll, you say, hey, I got X. Does that hit? And I will say yes or no.
Okay, I got a 15.
That
Hit.
hits.
Nice.
So after that, you see that's got the damage roll after that. So you go ahead and do a little clicky click on the damage roll. Boom,
Gotcha.
like that. You do
Got a
6
six.
damage to him.
Eee!
Does she get any kind of stealth attack? Or because like she's facing him? Not really.
So the way sneak attack works
Yeah.
is if you have if you were to gain advantage on any of the attacks against somebody, then you would be dealing the sneak attack damage. And you know what? I will say this is a surprise round, so you can roll your sneak attack damage. So if you scroll down a little bit more, and you go ahead and give me a quick damage roll on that.
Oh, I got a 4.
You get 10 damage total.
Excellent.
So very accurate, Elven Grace. You basically just unsling your bow from your shoulder. You string it all in one fluid motion. You pull out an arrow. You knock it back and you let it fly, and it goes and thuds right into his shoulder. Thunk. Just above where his heart should be. And you hear him go, ah! He cries out in pain and in shock of the sudden assault of being just beat down in his office. And with that next, it's going to be Jace's turn. Vildran.
Yeah. So in the all-encompassing rage,
Despite all my rage, I am still just a rat in a cage.
slams down onto the magistrate
Mm-hmm.
with a 22 to hit.
That most
Holy
definitely hits
titties.
him. Oh, it's a great sword. 8 damage.
Yeah.
All right. You cleave into this dude, and you just from the arrow on this side to the giant cleave on the right, you just cleave right into him, and he's blood just squirting everywhere. He's letting out very loud and very very obnoxious. He is definitely not looking too hot. However, it is his turn, and he falls back behind the chair. He falls back into his chair after the 2 hits. He was not expecting this, and he kind of rolls out of the chair, reaches up on his desk and grabs a bell and just starts clanging it back and forth. And with that, the door behind you bursts open, and 2 guards come in with swords drawn. Oberon, it's your turn.
So, I'm just gonna ask you a question really quick. If I use Entangled, is the
target's
entire
friend
room...
and foe? Yes. This
Target's
room is
friend and foe is
yeah.
the entire
This room
room.
is 20 feet by 20 feet. It will encompass the entire room.
Got it. Okay.
It is a great spell, but also a really bad spell for close quarters.
Right. So I'm going to use my boomerang from across the room and target the guards that just came in.
Okay. So you move like further into the room, turn around, and just hurl your boomerang at him.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and hurl your boomerang, my good sir.
Okay, where? Okay, this is my boomerang. How do I?
Should be right next to. There's a hit DC.
Oh, there we go. 9.
Your boomerang comes up, and the guy kind of dodges back and kind of swings his sword and parries the boomerang as it comes for his head, and he dodges out of the way. I believe there's a special thing in your boomerang where it returns if it's a miss, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah,
Zaynor,
boomerang would use the thrower's hand.
it's your turn.
Having seen the guards enter behind me, I immediately push Amaya behind me now as I turn to face the guards. What is the distance roughly between where I was in the office and where the guards were, and can I kind of block the door in any way, or have they already come into the room?
They've definitely burst through the door. They've used their initiate, like from the bell ringing. Their first goal is to get inside of the door. So the door flies open and they basically just breach the door. So the door is off its hinges and they're inside the room. You're about 5 feet. You have to take like about a 5-foot step before you're like up in their face.
Okay. So I push Amaya behind me, realizing that the threat is obviously now these guards rather than this man who has an arrow in his shoulder and half of his other shoulder basically cut off.
He looks real bad.
Yeah, he's a little bit worse for wear. I turn towards the guard and I make a attack with my rapier, draw my rapier and make an attack towards the first guard that I can encounter.
Okay.
Okay, so I rolled a hit.
Yep. Perfect.
Got an 18.
18. Awesome.
Ooh.
That is most definitely a hit. So go ahead and give me some rolls for damage.
All right. Piercing 1d8 plus 3. We get 8 damage.
8 damage. Solid hit. It's the same guy that Oberon threw his boomerang at. He's off his balance. You come in there with a thrust, and you manage to just shink right in between his guard as he's off balance and give him a good stab.
Excellent.
Now, regretfully, it is the guard's turn.
Right.
During this, go ahead and give me a sleight of hand roll to see if your hood comes back. And it comes off.
Ooh.
Oh God.
Oh,
Oh my god.
well, this could either be really good for us or potentially really bad for us. That is a 14.
But I'm gonna say it stays on. It doesn't like reveal who you are, but they definitely see more of like the shadowed face and like the glowing red eyes as they begin to they move up on you and they swing for some attacks with their long swords. Okay. They're both surprised by basically the four of you just beating the shit out of Olaf. They weren't expecting like, you know, guys in here already halfway murdering their magistrate. So their swings are wild and clumsy as the momentum of them coming through the door causes them to kind of flail about. And with that, we're back at Amaya.
Neither of them hit. Yes. Were they both coming towards me?
Oh, they're both on you. So they've got you in like left and right.
Yes.
Like they're trying to double team you.
Where I want to be.
Since he moved, I'm assuming I'm a little bit more open now. So I'm gonna.
Yep, you're about 5 feet behind him. You're kind of in the middle of the room.
Take my Can I do a stealth with a short sword?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a stealth roll. I said stealth roll.
Did I not? Oh, it's sneak attack, sorry. Ooh, 12.
Awesome. So in the chaos, you kind of duck around and hide behind Xanor as like what you normally have done in the past, and you pop up, and these guys are right on you as you're going through the motions to pop up with your sword to attack them. So they're easily spotting you. So this time you won't get advantage on any attacks.
Okay.
So
I
go
can
ahead.
still go with my sword though, right?
Correct. Yeah. So go ahead and attack with your sword.
11.
11. So as you come in, much like Xanor came in with the attacks, they seem to be more balanced now once that they've moved in and they've recovered from their initial breach into the room. The guy parries it with his longsword and bats your short sword aside.
Oh, I lost my short sword?
No, bats it aside. Like, ting.
Oh, I see. I thought you meant like bounce. Yeah.
No. Haha, we'll talk about losing weapons later.
Oh no.
Roll a 1, see what happens.
It just
Vildran.
goes up in flames.
It just catches on fire. Vildran, would
Maybe
you
one
please
time.
tell me your next actions and your rage?
So
Angry.
he's gonna, the magister on his knees ringing the bell. He's gonna come running up and go for a grapple.
Okay, go ahead and give me a strength roll.
8.
Um,
Do I get advantage to that with being enraged?
You do get advantage to being enraged and grabbing some
Ooh.
poor sap.
That's gonna be a 19.
So
Holy
you go in
shit.
for like the grab, and he kind of worms his way over. He kind of flops over using using his body weight to kind of flop him over. But you grab him with the other hand, and you pick him up, and you get him into a grapple.
Basically, from that grapple, he's gonna go to move and pry his jaw apart to open his mouth,
Oh my god!
Okay.
and then he's gonna settle his mouth above it and breathe fire down his throat.
All right. So the
I'm just
grapple is going to be a
watching
full round
horror.
action. For
Yep.
your next action that you're going to be doing on your next turn, you're more than welcome to.
Yep.
Just Godzilla this dude. Is it a bonus action to breathe fire, or is it an action to breathe fire? Let me check. Are you gonna visceral all this dude? Your breath weapon is an action.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm just
Cool,
spending
chill.
this turn pulling his jaw apart.
Oh
As
yeah.
he's
This
resisting.
poor dude is. He crushed his opposed grapple check to try and like get away and like fight this, and there's nothing that he can do at this point in time.
Still watching in terror, like turn back.
It is his turn. He's gonna do his best to try and get out of it. Not even close. The dude is like having is a technical term.
The noise.
He
Oh my
is.
gosh.
You can see the terror in his eyes. And it is now Oberon's turn. Oberon.
Can I use my 2-weapon fighting?
Yeah.
It says I can. Yeah. So I'm gonna kind of dart and do some parkour to the middle of the room, and then throw my boomerang towards the master. Try knock him out again, and then try throw my axe at one of the guards.
So the way 2-weapon fighting works is when you take the attack action. So when you're attacking somebody with a light melee weapon. So if you have a melee weapon in both your hands and you're in someone's face, you can then use 2-weapon fighting. It does not apply for ranged weapons. So let's say you've
I
got
did not
both
realize
those
the
hand
range.
axes in hand. You can go up there and just have at it. But yeah.
I see that now. Never mind.
Another thing that you can do as a wonderful druid is you do have the spell Infestation.
What is that?
If you go to spells. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So in which case, the way this works is you say, I wish to cast Infestation on guard A or guard B. And I'll say, cool. All right, I'll go ahead and roll. And if they fail their saving throw, they take 1d6 poison damage.
Got it. So let's try this out. Let's do Infestation on guard A.
Uh-huh.
So I need to
Nothing. You don't need to
roll.
roll anything. I just have to roll. So
Got it.
he did fail his save. So now you would go ahead and roll that damage.
roll the effect, right?
Yep.
4.
4.
On a D6.
Is it the guard that's snow attacked or the guard that hasn't been damaged yet?
The one that hasn't been attacked yet.
Okay. So he takes 4 poison damage. And then I go ahead and give him a lovely roll as he's freaked out. And he basically just gets a cloud of like bugs on him, and he goes ah, and then runs off in a direction and basically just takes a 5-foot step back away from Xanor, towards where the door is.
Nice.
We got them separated.
Yep. They're a little bit separated now, and now we're down to Xanor. You only have one dude in front of you now, as the other one has got a cloud of bugs in his face.
I see the other guy run off, terrified by the bugs, and I'm like, it doesn't even like. I just see the peripheral, and like I've been focused on this guy, so I take another swing at him with my rapier.
Mm-hmm.
And we are getting a 9.
9. Regretfully, this guy not as concerned about his friend anymore, but more concerned about the dude who just stabbed him previously. He kind of just parries the blade away at a wild parry, and deflects the tip away from him. And it is their turn. Doing that deflection, he comes around with another swing at you. Ooh, and he hits. What's your AC again? 18?
18.
Just barely skates you with a hit.
Dear God.
And you take 4 damage. Whoa.
Oh, it's our hit points, right? That we're looking
That is
at for
correct. Yes. Yikes.
And you're gonna be changing your current, not the max.
Mm-hmm. Just you could press heal or damage, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And you want to make sure you apply those changes when that happens. And for all of you at home watching, really quick, if you look at the left or right side, depending on where you've put it and where you wanted it, you can go to D&D Beyond and you can actually click on each of the characters and you can see their damages and how they're faring currently. Oh, no,
Ooh.
no Discord. No Discord yet. I saw that. Don't have one set up quite yet, but there will be one in the future, as I will have a myriad of players and a myriad of different games going. Other than that, let's keep going.
I don't see my HP getting modified, but
Oh yeah, here.
that's okay.
Are you not hurt enough? Do you need me to hurt you?
No. I'm saying like it within
it-
the integration.
It may take a minute for integration to catch up to it. I don't know how quick it is, so bear with it a little bit.
I tried to refresh. It didn't do anything, but that's okay. I'll watch it, see if it does anything.
Yeah. It should. Yeah. Do a quick peeky peek. 1 second. I'm just gonna do a little lurky lurk over here. Check it out.
You can also refresh the integration and see, possibly.
Yeah, it shows for me.
Cool. Excellent.
Should show 7-Eleven. You know,
The ultimate grocer.
the ultimate.
Is it my
No,
turn?
Snow's not hurt enough. Okay. Hurt more. I'm trying.
Chris is like, I want to kill.
Kill. Destroy them. Cast them into darkness and watch them suffer. Yes, excellent. So it is the other guy's turn. The other guy who so kindly got infested in the face, he is going to go ahead and he's going to turn and he's going to run at Xanor and do a quick attack while he is being distracted by the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a miss. As you swing, you bring your shield up, and you bat it away. You're prepared for this. You were ready for the beatdown to happen. All right, and now we are back at the top. Amaya, it is your turn.
Okay. Since I'm still in this vicinity with Xanor and I see him get hit and it pisses me off, I'm gonna go in with my short sword again.
Okay.
And just attempt to smack the guy that hit Xanor.
Okay, absolutely.
$22.
That is most definitely a hit. Go ahead and give me a roll
Yeah.
for damage.
10.
10.
Holy shit.
You basically, so this is what happens. He goes in. He goes in for this. He slashes his Xanor. Xanor gets cuts into a vulnerable part of his armor and past his defenses. The other guy comes in and Xanor bats it away with a shield, leaving him wide open. And the guy who you did the initial attack, you do like this duck dodge roll behind him, and you bring your short sword up and you plunge it into his back. And the guy goes, and gurgle of blood comes up as he collapses onto the floor dead.
I killed him. Yes.
Yeah. One down.
One down. And I go, and I spit on him.
Awesome. You spit on him. Free action.
Stay down.
Vildran, it's your turn. Go ahead and just give me the roll of the dice for the fire vomit.
Oh god.
Oh, it's 2 damage. 2 ones.
You cough a little bit as you spew fire onto him. It's more than enough to like singe the hair off of his face and scorch his skin. His face is blistered. His eyes are like red, like raw red. His hair is burnt off. And he is still alive. It is his turn. He is going to struggle with all of his might to get out of this grapple. And Jace, I do need you to give me an opposed strength check real quick.
Okay.
Um,
2 and an advantage.
You
12.
do not let go. You have this man in the most horrifying bear hug. You have your tail wrapped around him, and he's just like constricted and can't move. And he's stuck there. Next up, we are looking at Oberon, if you would so kindly do some attacking.
So the one that's left is the one that's distracted by the bugs, right?
He's no longer distracted. It's like some infestation.
Okay.
You basically call down like bugs and mites and fleas from like the corners of the room, and they jump on them as they heed your call. and then they flee after that because they don't want to get squished. So you can do it again and continue just calling down bugs upon him and getting him to be distracted and run away. And
Can I can only do either that or my boomerang. I can't do both, right?
correct, yes.
Let's try the boomerang again.
Awesome. Go ahead and give me an attack roll, sir.
18.
That is most definitely going to be a hit. Now go ahead and roll for damage.
5.
All right. So as he comes in and Snow bats his longsword away, your boomerang comes around in like a blind spot behind the shield as he lowers it. The boomerang just clips this guy in the face, and does 5 damage to him. He is not looking hot at all. Next up, we are looking at Xanor himself. The man in front of you just dies to you can see it as it plunges out the bottom of his chest, the tip of Amaya's short sword, and then retracts and he collapses.
Without even batting an eye, I do a spin around his still falling body, pushing it away with my shield, and then lunge forward at the other guard to attack him with my short sword.
Awesome.
Or my rapier.
I have to wait like 10 years for D&D Beyond to update.
It's a hit.
What was it? 16?
16.
That most definitely hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Excellent. That's going to be a 7 damage.
And his head knocks back and he has just enough time to look around as you skewer him through the heart. And he too falls limp on the edge of your sword with a dying gurgle. And all that is left is poor Magistrate Olaf.
After that, can I posture myself in front of the door to make sure that no one else can enter in without coming through me?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a quick perception check, in fact.
Okay. Ooh, that's going to be a 7.
7. You can't see any more guards coming nor hear anything. We are back at the top with Amaya. What do? You see that Vildran has this dude in like a bear hug, and his face is just blackened and scorched. You can see like boils from like the heat.
I just turn, because you're at the door, right, Xanor? You're at the door, right? Kyle's at the door?
Yep.
Okay, so I just turn, and I look towards them, and then I just take my short bow out, and I just try and aim right towards his fucking noggin.
Okay. And so with that wonderful condition he gets, let's see here. Let me check. What is it? Grappled. Can't benefit from your bonus speed. The grappler is incapacitated. The condition is also in the CFI of the creature's grappled. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and give me an attack at advantage, I'll say. So you'll also get your sneak attack damage, yeah.
Oh, so do I roll for the hit and then the sneak attack? Or
so you roll the damage, you roll the hit, and then you roll the hit again. Whichever one you do is you take the higher. That's what advantage means.
Okay. I'm glad I got that. Okay.
In theory, allow you to just roll like 2d8s or 2d20s at the same time.
Fuck, are you kidding me? I just rolled
What are the odds?
2 8s.
What are the odds? What are the odds? Okay.
Very low
Two
indeed.
2s on a d20 die.
That's
At least they
very.
weren't ones.
So I got an 8 total.
So your bow, you do like a spin. You basically sheath your sword, redraw your bow, knock an arrow, let it fly. You're trying not to hit Vildran, and so it kind of just whizzes by, and misses him at his head. Vildran, it's your turn.
Yeah. Too locked into his rage, he doesn't even notice the arrow. Confused and angered even more that he's not dead from that, he'll just commence to tear this Manister apart.
Okay.
By sticking his fingers into the open gap of his shoulder and pulling.
Okay. I'm gonna have to go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Oh my god.
Brutal.
Xehanort sees his fingers
11.
enter into this man's flesh.
Go ahead and do it at advantage.
11.
D&D Beyond, what are you doing? You go to grab onto him, but he's now in just straight panic mode. He is just wiggling around too much. He's losing a lot of blood. He's pale. From the parts of his body that you can see that aren't burned, he's just pale from blood loss, and he's just in panic. Last ditch effort to try and wiggle free, and you can't really get a good hold on him in doing so because he's covered in blood. And now it's his turn. He's going to do his best to try and get away from you.
Xehanort sees Vildran going to reach his hands into it, and he just starts smiling with glee.
And Vildran, if you can give me an opposed strength check really quick. With your sweet advantage.
That's a 25, natural 20.
That's a natural 20. There's no point. The dude tries to get away, and you just tighten your grip around him, and there's no escape for this
Nat
man.
20.
You are not letting any remnant of this group of people get away from your wrath. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate it. Thankfully, we've had more 20s than 1s in this campaign. Knock on wood. And Oberon, it's your turn. Give him the blah.
Yeah. I was about to say I'm gonna use infestation on him.
Okay. He's gonna
Get him
go
nice and
ahead
fucked
and
up.
do a nice roll. And I rolled a natural 1 on that saving throw.
Nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll.
Jay, could you kindly update? Thank you.
I got a 3.
And that is enough to kill him. And as as he's wiggling
Fucking
around,
poisoned him.
Vildran tightens his grip, and you just you summon a bunch of bugs on him, and they swarm around him, and they just like crawl into his mouth and just suffocate him, and he dies.
Matt, do the thing with the light. Is this the time?
Good.
The instant he goes limp, it's like a predator. He just tears into the Magister's dead
He changed
corpse.
to darkness.
Amaya's just like returned to Xehanort, but I'm like crouched, like stealth-like, just like.
Did you want to stealth?
horrified?
Or did you want to like?
No, I just have moved
Okay.
and I'm just in a crouching position, just like watching Vildran do this, and just like in complete horror, because this is nothing I've seen before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Oh, Matt, the black light. Yeah.
splashing at the skin. He's tearing the face apart, ripping the chest open, and going for the heart.
Oh yeah. You rend this man open like he was a tin can, and you were the can opener. You tear this dude apart like it was nothing.
Can I
and you
look
pull out
around
his
and see if there's any other
There's
threats?
gore all over the office now, as well as 2 dead guards. Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception roll.
Have we exited combat?
19.
As of right now, yes, you've exited combat.
I wish to
19.
cast lay on hands on myself as she's like, I kind of like stand there with my shield and then like
Good job.
touch the spot where like I got stabbed and like lay hands on myself and heal myself for 4 points.
Yep, absolutely. you just imagine. Good job, lay on hands.
Yeah.
A little friendly pat on the back for your wonderful fight. Yeah. So you tear this dude's heart out, and I assume you eat it.
Yep.
Okay, excellent. You eat this dude's heart. Cool.
I'm just standing
Amaya.
there like
I rolled
healing
something like-
myself and like watching this, just like, yes, destroy him.
Amaya, you don't hear anything coming from downstairs. In fact, the guards that you knew that were at the front door, you don't hear anything.
Perfect. Oh,
He'll turn after this, just coated in this Magister's blood, and he'll go to leave.
I just start shouting at Vildran, going, "What the fuck was that?"
I just start skipping out of the room, just giddy.
Giddy. What? I am looking in horror around me because I am, number one, chaotic good, and number two, I am just like, what the fuck? What the fuck just happened? Why did we kill that man?
He was an enemy.
Well, you are more than welcome to actually like search the office and search these people for anything.
Oh, I'm going to. But I want my answers.
As I'm skipping out the room, I want to check one of the guards that I was suffocating. Just like kind of pickpocket him as I'm walking by.
So what were you doing, Oberon?
I was gonna, as I'm like skipping out of the room, I want to like pickpocket the guard A as I'm running out.
Go ahead and give me a quick investigation roll.
I walked over to the
9.
other one that I had killed, or I guess that was the same one. So I walk over to the one that Amaya killed and search that body.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and give me some investigation rolls.
I'll just
I got a
investigate
9.
the
A
office.
9, you find like 5 gold on him.
Perfect. I'll take it.
Titties.
I got a 6 for my investigation.
You find 3 gold.
I got a 3 for my investigation.
It's hard looking through the gore.
Can we check the desk that the magistrate was sitting at?
Yeah, go ahead and give me another roll for looking through the desk.
18.
Beautiful.
The important one.
Exactly. What do I find in this man's desk that we just murdered and
Um,
tore apart?
you find like a series of documents. You find a ledger first of all of all the merchants that have come in and all the merchants that have paid their dues, and then basically the amount of money they've amassed from doing this. And the next is going to be a small book. It looks kind of like a Bible. It's a small black leather-bound book. And we'll get more into that later. And then you find a series of documents. It looks like they're messages from a myriad of different places. The head magistrate's office in Centalia. You find a couple messages from people across the Pilgrim Towns. And it would definitely require a little bit more looking into under different circumstances where you're not standing in the middle of a blood-soaked room.
Got it.
They all look all of it looks very important, minus like the ledger itself. The ledger just tells you about the exuberant amount of money that they've acquired. And I mean, I guess it's important, and where it's going.
Perfect.
Can I search the final, the magistrate himself that Jace killed?
Absolutely. It's a little goopy, but give it a shot.
Ugh, the description. It's goopy.
Moist.
Oh, hell yeah. We're gonna get a 19 on this one.
Oh.
So first of all, you find the pendant on his body. Next you find a one second. A 50 gold in his purse. And then you also find the letter in which he was writing at the time that you guys barged into his office, shoved hastily into a inner pocket within his robe, and it's written in some weird scrawl that you're not aware of.
Do I see Xanor take the amulet?
Are you making it hidden that you're taking these things or no?
I am not.
Okay, yeah, you see him take the amulet.
So as I pick up the amulet, I obviously like I turn to Vildran and I say, "What does this mean to you?"
That belonged to the ones that killed my family.
What would you
Leave
like?
it.
Leave it? With pleasure. And I toss it down into his mass of flesh that's just piled.
The remnants.
Excellent, excellent.
of the carcass.
Now, you all are kind of standing in the office at this point. Are you leaving the office to try and get out of the magistrate building?
Yes.
Can we look around the magistrate building at all?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's some nice objects here, material things that like.
Can I look around for like a safe or like something like that? Like a
So,
bank?
from what the
not
ledger
a bank.
told you, all of the gold that they've had in just the past in the past month, they've taken all this gold, and as soon as they get it, they send it on a shipment up north to Dalery.
We need to go there.
Yes.
So, there's really nothing more of worth in here. Then.
Not from what you guys have been able to look through, no.
Okay. I'm okay with just exiting and.
Same.
Are you gonna do anything about the man covered in blood?
Who's covered in blood?
Well, I mean,
The
all
giant
are,
dragon
I thought.
lizard. Well, I mean,
Oh.
Xanor's got like a wound, and he's pretty easy to cover his stuff up with like a cloak. But Vildran is literally covered in blood.
Let me see what I have.
This man's yeah.
Oh,
Can I take my
can
like
I
water
use,
skin and try and. Oh.
Can I use
yes,
create
okay.
water?
You can just dumpster water on him and try to get water off. Just
Perfect.
magic.
How do I do this?
You
I'm
so
ready to do some magic.
it's okay. That's fine. I'm here to help. That's my job. So what you have is, because it is what is called a first level spell. So you see first level spell, right? And you'll see these 2 spell slots you have. So whenever you click or cast a spell, you would click on the spell you want to cast, and it would consume a slot. And you can only cast 2 first level spells per day, and then you need a long rest.
Okay, so I'm gonna use this.
Okay.
I'm
And
gonna
then-
use create water.
Yep. So you're gonna click cast.
Okay.
And then clicking cast will consume a slot. And
Yep.
then you'll go ahead and just read off what it does. And it says create water. You create up to 10 gallons of clean water within range in an open container. Alternatively, water falls as rain within a 30-foot cubic range, which I assume you're just gonna rain it down on him.
Exactly, just like take it and just like instant shower.
It's
Just
like one of those cartoons where this little cloud appears over his head and just dumpsters water on him. Like the sad cloud that follows you around. Just like that. And it washes away all the goop and grime and viscera from rending this magistrate all off in twain.
Vildran will look at Oberon a little annoyed by that, but won't do anything about it.
Come on, you were covered in blood. I had to. I just shrug and then we continue walking.
Awesome. So you guys continue out. You do notice that as you leave, there are no guards waiting outside. It looks like that they had, and as you go to like open the door, it's locked from the inside. So you have to unlock the door and then leave out the front door. It seems like they weren't expecting anyone to leave, or if they were expecting somebody to leave, the guards, the 2 guards that you've murdered, would have let you out. Awesome. And what's your move after leaving there?
Head back to the merchant.
Yeah, my brain's telling me
Yeah.
that we need to escape.
Yeah,
It's
we need to
escape.
like just
Remove
kind of be really
ourselves from this
stealthy, kind
situation.
of just kind of get out as fast as we can and get away from the situation.
Awesome. So you guys head out, and you leave out the main gate back towards where camp is. No one stops you, but instead of using like the big main gate, they have like a very small pass-through door. A guard kind of opens it and lets you out. Oh yeah, there you go. And close the door behind you. And you make your way over to where the caravan is, with where Edgar was. He's over there tending a fire. apparently waiting up for you all. He goes, "Oh well, welcome. I'm glad you guys made it back. How was the talk with the magistrate? Did you find out why they were charging so much?"
No.
I go over to him and I say, well, it turns out the good old magistrate Olaf was part of some group that had killed our buddy Vildran's people. And Vildran didn't seem to take too kindly to that and promptly tore him in half.
You're telling him this?
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me?
Is there any way that we could start our journey tonight?
I mean,
We have all the supplies.
go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Sure. Yeah. Fair point. Fair point.
No, we're gonna wait till morning and then we'll leave.
We got a 16 on that one.
He looks you up and down, looks at the rest of your party. None of you seem worse from wear. Do you have any proof of this? Or anything that would like incriminate him or anything like that?
We may have picked up a couple of objects, but we'd rather not open anything up here in view of the town, city, the gates.
He goes.
I-
Go ahead.
I talk and I'm just like, listen, this is not going to be pretty if we keep staying. We really need to move on.
All right. Okay. Real quick. Yeah. Prince Sarlith, it is being preserved. There is a YouTube channel that I created over the past couple days, and I will be uploading each episode at the end of the time, so that you all, if you've missed one or if you wanted to see a previous, I didn't set that up as a command. Patrick, thank you though. It comes up randomly. It'll pop up every I think 15 minutes.
Yes.
Yes.
I'll make it a command.
Thank you. Appreciate you. But yeah, all the previous episodes, I'm still trying to fix session 0 because it's in 2 sections and I have to kind of do this to them. And I don't have an easy way of doing that. So yeah, the YouTube channel will be there to catalog everything and to for all those that missed it or all those that want to play catch up or rewatch some of the crazy stuff that we've gone through. Feel free to do it. Oh, you're the best. Thank you. No idea what I'm doing. All right. But Edgar looks at you all and gives you kind of a look up and down and goes, "You know what? I trust you for all the good stuff that you've done. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a trust on this one. So
I'm sorry for the inconvenience.
So
Can
what
we
happened?
pass through the town now?
Huh?
Without the magistrate?
No. They close the doors
No,
and they won't
that's
let
a
anyone
bad
in.
decision.
They're still not letting
Well, just
people
curious,
in.
it'd be a lot
Magistrate
faster.
Magistrate is dead. They're on lockdown.
So you guys are gonna have to circumvent the town. It may take a little while, but you'll get there. Just because there's no easy road around the town. You guys are going over, plains, hilly plains. But yeah, you guys, break camp, and get everything together and get everything loaded onto the caravan, and you begin your trek further and further west as you morning breaks after about 8 hours into it. Morning breaks and the dawn peaks up peeks up behind you and gives light to the land ahead as it goes off into hills and further and further. You can see way off in the distance the ever-expanding mountain range that goes from north to south. Yeah, you guys continue your trek, and I'm going to go ahead and leave us off there so that, we can do a little bit of wrap up and a little bit of stuff like that. And you guys begin your journey once again after dealing with your very first combat and a couple strange interactions and altercations that happened in the poor town of Sharpton.
Good job.
We're not
Greg.
all dead.
We're not dead.
No one's dead. We had our first combat.
No one died.
We had our first damage dealt to
Not
somebody.
no one.
We had a couple crits and a couple misses. So overall, a lot of fun. And we found some stuff out about Vildran and Saroth and a large collection of goodies that you guys will have to review and go over while you're on your way to Marlton. Now, I got a couple questions for all of you. How did combat feel? How did you like that? Was it? Do you understand the rules to an extent now? A little bit.
It was good.
Silver Combat's my favorite.
It was exciting.
So
Yeah,
far, combat's my favorite. Excellent.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm glad you guys had a lot of fun, and we've got a lot of really interesting stuff coming up. A lot of plot twists and hooks coming in here that I'm gonna be throwing at you left and right. We're going to be going into a very, very
Super
open
excited.
section of the game in the next couple sessions. So I hope you guys are excited about that.
Very excited.
Now, I believe I had one person, Peace Girl said he angry lizard. Outcast, I ate a zebra cake and drank some water. Thank God you ate something. I'm glad you ate something and had some water. And like I said previously, we do now have a YouTube channel. It's in its very early beginnings, along with the majority of the channel. But over the next
I
couple
was
weeks,
the first subscriber.
Thank you.
Oh, the second.
Yes, subscribe. Do it. Follow, subscribe.
Subscribe to the channel.
And if you could leave a comment on it and say your favorite part of the stream, that would be super awesome to hear everyone's favorite parts and what they really enjoyed. But yeah, a lot of stuff in the works, a lot of cool things. I have a lot of character art being created, and we might be seeing that in the next couple weeks as well, as we come up on this. We won't be having a game on Sunday, as some of us will be missing our MIA, but hopefully going into the next week after, we'll be back on schedule for Sundays.
That'd be good.
And it just depends on the rest of you. I know the other two streamers, and these guys have work schedules. If at any point you guys want to do like another session, like if I leave you with a raunchy cliffhanger and it just eats you alive, let me know.
I'm good at any time. I got Red Bull available.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Yep.
Yeah. I am curious for the other party of this chat. What did you think of that transition?
That
Do you? It was horrible.
Yeah,
that I so Xanor fucking loved it. He was all about it. He's like, "Oh hell yes, the darkness is consuming him, and he's letting his rage out." Fuck yeah! But that was as Kyle. That was fucking terrifying and just incredible to see. Like such a stark contrast between Vildran playing with kids laying on his back as they jump on his stomach, and Vildran hunching down to leap over a desk to tear a man's mouth open to breathe fire into it. It's
Well, yeah, so he's like, there's good in everyone. Then he's like, but not this dude.
not this dude. This dude could fucking die. This dude
can
needs to be
murdered
dead
now.
immediately.
Patrick does play Torque Hero. I'm not gonna lie, regularly Torque Hero. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but he just plays it.
I'm
But
disturbed.
yeah, I know a bunch of you are also here, but I really want to raid a wonderful person. I want to raid Kingsley, and She looks like she's playing Northgard, one of her fun games, little indie settlement building. Get
Even
attacked
her
by
indie
wolves.
games.
Yeah, love her indie games. It's perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and send you guys off that way. Thank you again for all the time that you guys spent here. Thank you, Anonymous, for all of the gifted subs, and Patrick as well. Thank you for the gifted subs. It's always appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Raid is still broken, Patrick.
Just because Stream Elements isn't subbed.
Stream Elements. No, it's because it made me change the first part. Yeah.
Oh, so those